kicking like Dolomite. Last one got copyright. I'm kicking like Dolomite.
5 to be sure.
Hey, one time, you ready? Copyright.
Yeah.
Last one got copyright. Hey.
You know what time it is. Every time I rhyme, it's just a sign that I'm about to kill. Yeah, it's time for weapon wheel. We got the skill, we got the games. Don't make me grab it still. I put a hole in one like Abby did to Joe. Yeah, for real. And when it comes to aiming, I don't miss like Master Chief. I'll grab the piece and give your ass a halo just for talking sweet. When it comes to gaming, yeah, you know our team's elite. Check the leaderboards, we run the game. You should pick up your feet. You can't lose, I'm too smooth, just going to admit defeat. And ain't no capping around here, cause like Bond, I keep receipts. The most dangerous, better than these other guys. Try to come for us, what's like between your eyes like Jen Sakai. That's no lie, no prank. I grab the ratchet, no clank, and get my jiggy mask to show you how Jack Move got his name. Yeah. Look. King of the castle like Cooper, captain of the ship. My name ain't Blandry, but don't make me have to hit the switch. We'll dump you overboard, then watch the views. I ain't talking Twitch. Hey, yo, Alex, go ahead. Talk to him real quick.
Oh, that Dolomite is my name, and fucking up motherfuckers is my game. Dolomite, motherfucker, you heard her.
Claim it. A strike to claim it.
They had a nerve to copyright the Say yo, still putting wheels on the pavement. My game so tight, it's like Jordan 1 lazy. We stay in these gaming streets, ain't no way to be dormant. Ay, a Drake will leave your body uncharted like Lost Fortune. Coco Long Scene was cute, ay, and yeah, it served its purpose. But I'm trying to give a detailed description of what a hearse is. I say we flip the switch on these niggas before it get bland. I see a lot of pods jacking the format like Dapper Dan. You hitting the dislike button? You still a fan? Talk slick in the comments and like Dutch, I got a plan. We don't do the sneak diss, and that's that stuff that get you banned. Last time we told your ass to squat up, you start telling gotta go. It's like I play with the sliders up. You just got 30 niggas, heard me, the time is up. Since 2015, we been kicking gang knowledge up. Dust your boots and join the crew if you wild enough.
Developers.
Dolomite, motherfucker, you heard her.
40 clips, kicking like Dolomite. Hey, 40 clips. Aimed at your fit beam, shotties, so much ammo, it don't make sense. Trying to compete is a sacrifice, die again in your afterlife. I'm taking a road trip anytime you niggas wanna fight. Polygons and body counts, that's all that I tend to like. Any other podcast, a copy, a look-alike. Hey, and what they say, Hey, what I say, hey, I put them in the dirt. Tussle get hurt, no face, no case, messed up like a Jiggy merch shirt. Sliding in that vet, I won't get back, time to pay that debt. It's time for weapon wheel.
Mic check. Yo. Y'all hear me?
Oh yeah, my bad. I was muted.
We hear you. Just watch Bryce Harper launch a bomb in the left field. Two-run jack.
That boy always sound like he's stretching, don't he? Good week.
I am stretching now. I was actually stretching there. I'm getting comfortable in my chair.
Fire. Yeah.
What's your baseball team doing right now?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a heterosexual.
Fire.
What's your football team doing right now?
Arkansas doesn't have a national team anywhere, so.
Well, who do you guys root for?
We root for pretty much the Cowboys or the Memphis Grizzlies. We don't have anything close.
So y'all root for incest down there. Okay, we got it.
Whoa.
Huh? I don't get the connection, but fire.
They down south.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Deep in the south. I mean, they got teams called Razorbacks and Harding Bisons and Mule Riders and
Yeah, they said you from Philadelphia, right?
Suburbs of it, yeah.
Yeah, they said y'all be using cheesesteaks like floss between your ass crack when you take a shower. So I mean, I guess we just got different.
Yo.
I've never heard about that. But I mean, you got teams called Hardened Bisons and Razorbacks and
Hey,
Mule Riders.
headquarters of the KKK. Tap in.
Why can't y'all be normal?
Donkey dicks and all kinds of wild shit down there.
Whoa.
What?
He said that was
it makes sense. Like, you know, if your place of living has no relevant sport teams, then yeah.
Yeah. I think about ending it every day.
Every week, I pray y'all start this podcast off normal with some normal conversations, but it never happens.
I mean, we did.
Good week.
Philly is dominating, undefeated of the East, 6-0 on a nice little bye week after beating them Cowgirls. I mean, that's a good week.
Yeah,
The Phillies, you know, about to go to the World Series, actually, if they win this game.
Yeah.
Fire.
I don't know what the fucking beating them are doing 0-3, but, you know, you can't have it all.
All right.
Yeah, I need the Philly teams to do some winning so I can get this promotion. So
What's going on? God, so it's your fucking fault. This Negro.
What a wonderful Sunday. How y'all doing out there, folks? How's the chat? How about this? If y'all having a good Sunday, hit the like button. Maybe that'll work. If you happen to be alive, if you happen to be alive, hit the like button.
BG want to be Tom Gordon so bad.
If you get bitches, hit the like button.
I'm running, nigga. I'm running. Hold up.
Hold on. Where's that? Hold up.
Tony, you're spoken for when you have a girlfriend, sir, of 2 years.
Yeah, I said bitches with the S plural. That's the way you got to trick these dudes into hitting it.
All right.
Continue the podcast.
I mean, other dudes have been tricked into hitting other things, but we don't want to get into that.
Oh, brother. Yeah, definitely don't.
Start a pod, BG. Start a pod, BG.
I'm trying to.
And we already in After Dark.
I'm trying to. All right, man. There is plenty to talk about this week, so let's get into it. Let's not waste no time because there was actual games released this week. Several games released this week. Yes, actually. So we are gamers, and we're going to talk about them.
What y'all playing right now?
What game is over here?
What's everybody playing right now?
well,
Currently, I'm playing Lawnmower Simulator.
and I'm playing Persona 5 Royale.
Oh, brother.
Playing Tales of Arise.
Playing Sparks of Hope,
Some,
Modern Warfare 2, and Gotham Knights. All three. Well, not at the same time, but you know, I'm really trying to finish off this COD campaign first, and then Mario
Trying to
Rabbids,
finish
and
all
then
three at
Gotham
the same
Knights.
time.
Yeah, I don't multitask like these other dudes. I hit it one by one.
Yeah, I agree.
Download that Call of Duty campaign.
I'm not about threesomes. You gotta knock them off one at a time.
Right.
Yeah.
Just make one watch and then wait a turn. Yeah.
All right, let's do these intros. So this is Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 341. Get fucking excited about it, Jack.
Yeah. Chill.
Okay. Want to hear some enthusiasm in all you Negroes' voices?
Yeah.
Episode 341. If you want to buy some, you know, Gamer Advantage products or some Nanoleaf products, like I said, I got some. I got that discount code in the description. Use that link. Go get yourself. Treat yourself. Be nice to yourself. You deserve it. Okay, just use that discount code. Use the link and all that good stuff. We are on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. If you want to support the podcast, you can support it by becoming a member of the Patreon. That will give you access to After Dark, also give you access to the Weapon Wheel Discord. And, you know, you could also just become a member of the channel by hitting that join button. Please hit that like button. As I said, you know, if you's a stand-up guy, you should hit that like button. You know, if you're a contributing member to society, hit that like button. I guess
Tony Polanco is.
Come on, man. Come on. Oh no, I just called what you did. Don't you fucked up. You messed up. You not seeing the pearly gates. Continue. Yeah, all that. Hit the like button. And if you want to submit a video to be featured during the podcast, link is in the description for that too. Just drag and drop your video in there, and it will be featured. All right, let's do these intros. Start with Smoove. How you doing?
What's up, everybody? It is the Best Spot Kid Smoove. Happy to be here today. Can you guys hear me okay?
You should turn your mic up just slightly.
Up just slightly. How's that? Is that better?
A little more.
Are you standing up right now, Kiss?
No, does it sound like I'm standing up?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sound like
wow.
you're doing a handstand right now.
Okay, I think you're good now.
I use that program you told me, but
Which program?
it's like the Wavelink or something like that. But I hear, like, when I talk, I hear like an echo, but nobody else hears it, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Y'all hear Smoove fine, right? Chat, let me know if y'all hear Smoove. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Alex.
What's good? What's good? This is Sphincter 380 Ti.
Come
Let's
on,
get into
bro.
these topics. Hey,
wish-
if you watched After Dark,
right
you
there.
get it if you watched After Dark.
I wish you would just pick a name, bro.
Bro, we found out that Gaming Addict has a camouflage sphincter. You think I'm not about to make that my username? Like, that's crazy.
Oh God. Anyway. Bond.
Philly Sports doing well. Check out the channel. Gotham Knights. Obviously, we had to make the frame rates video. It's crazy that 10 years later, we're still making frame rate videos. That just shows you shit has not changed. G4 TV canceled. Got to blame Bald Feminist, the most powerful, destructive tag team of all time. And then, of course, we got the whole Bayonetta situation. Check that out.
All right. Jack.
Hi. Hope everyone's having a good week. There you go.
Is Jack a little low to y'all or he good?
I'm low again?
Is he?
Slightly.
I think he's slightly
God,
low.
bro, I got my mic on 11. I got my mic on 11 decibite. Decibite. 11
That's a bite.
decibel.
Nigga hungry.
Hey, this nigga hungry.
Nigga eating his mic. That's the problem.
11 decibel boost, man. How's my mic still
And the
low?
thing is, when you turn it up, you sound slightly distorted. I don't know why.
He said his mic was caramelized.
You're
Nigga,
not,
why
supposed
are
to,
you
you're, not
right?
supposed to turn, you're not supposed to turn your mic up that high, bro.
Yeah. All right, you good. They
game-
said they could hear you, so I guess it's fine. And Tony is here, I guess, today.
Nigga, I was invited. What you mean? I guess.
By who?
Lame ass. By you. You want
When?
to get the screenshot?
Oh,
Lame ass
you
nigga,
mean,
hey, man.
nigga, that only counted if I won the bet. That didn't, nigga, what's wrong with you?
Ah.
That only counted if I won. You think I wanted to hear, I want you here if I lost? Type of nigga you think
Of
I
course,
am?
you know I had to. That's the only reason I pulled up. Man.
Nigga,
I think I was pulling up if I lost. Come on, bro.
Nigga, I only want to brag. I only want niggas in front of me to brag to them. I don't, come on, bro.
No,
I'm a
sir.
scumbag.
No, sir.
All right,
Yokio. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, you here, so it is what it is. And I am BG, the old nigga that hates everything, but y'all love me anyway. So let's get to the topics. Let's pick up from the old, not to make it racy, but making it racy, the old white woman who apparently has been lying, as we figured out this week. And
White women lying? No.
Oh, brother.
Could never happen, BG.
So Helen Taylor, just do the Helen Taylor update. So original story was the original voice actor for Bayonetta, Helen Taylor, said that Platinum Games only offered her 4K for voicing Bayonetta 3, the entire game. That's what her initial claims were. And the story, you know, all the journalists did some investigating, and the update and what they were told was that Platinum wanted to rehire her since last summer. They offered her 3 to 4K per session, and there were going to be 4 to 5 sessions. So the max she would have gotten was actually 15K, which, and by the way, they didn't tell us what they paid her for Bayonetta 2, but they said this was a significant increase over her pay in Bayonetta 2. And yeah, all these journalists have said that they can confirm, you know, they have like evidence. They've seen like the document and the
BG.
the shit it was
Real
sent to them.
quick. How you get 15? 4? That does not multiply by 4.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Nigga, how did you get to 15?
That's what the article said.
Yeah, that's
bro,
the number that was number they putting out.
That's what the article said. I'm just telling you what the article said. Yeah, because I didn't make much sense to me. It said 3 to 4K, but it totaled. They said it totaled
3?
to around 15K.
If it's 3,
If it's 3, then it's yeah, that makes sense. But I was gonna say 4 does not go into 15, sir. Continue.
I'm just reading. I'm not the nigga doing the math. Okay.
So what? High since he graduated from 5th grade. Look at this nigga.
Facts. Would have called me out. And I think she denies that this is true now. So somebody lying, but
Nigga, they got to be like Joe Budden. Just post the contract, bro. Let's just see it for what it is. Why you playing games type stuff? Like, what does it argue about? Has she not released the papers?
The journalist said, like Jason Schreier said, he doesn't want to show it, or he can't show it because he doesn't want to burn a source. You know, the source can't just burn your sources because then you can't use it again. But he says he's seen it.
I'm so sick of Jason Schreier. Okay.
So,
I'm still
I
sick
mean,
of the Karens.
who do y'all believe, man? What's going on?
This is making me wonder: is what everybody else getting paid to do voice acting?
Not much. I mean, the people that make anime and like drawing and CG are like basically like dorm room slaves. If you ever watch like any of the documentaries on them or anything, like they're trying to like make a city of slave labor in Japan for anime studios and voice actresses and stuff. I mean, I don't know if you ever remember the Power Rangers back in the day, how big that shit was.
Yeah.
Those actors only made like $500 a week.
Really?
Yeah, it's still going on today with the Japanese version, the Super Sentai. So basically in Japan, what they do is like voice actress roles and like Super Sentai Power Ranger roles. That's essentially like going to college. And once you graduate, then you go to real jobs afterwards.
Hey, man. And Jennifer Hale, who's the new Bayonetta voice, she's kind of been, trying to keep the peace, trying to stay cordial and everything like that. But yeah, shit has gotten kind of messy. But it's not looking good for, Hellena Taylor. Because
she might not ever get work again.
Yeah, because she broke that
She
NDA.
wasn't getting work before.
That's true.
She only worked on she was a background character in Pac-Man. Like, what was y'all looked at her IMDb last week?
It was pitiful. Her IMDb is not impressive.
She ain't have no work for like 8 years and all kind. I remember that.
Yeah, she did not have leverage in the situation, and she might have kind of killed off any future roles she was getting, and she wasn't getting any recently. So it might be unfortunate.
If she was telling the truth, she might have got a couple of sympathy roles. You know what I'm saying? People hire for clout. People hire her for clout. Like, we paying her well over here type situation. But
she'll have an OnlyFans soon. She'll bounce back.
Huh?
She's like 60, or still looks like it. I don't know.
I'm with that.
You sub into that?
Come on, bro.
She was asking for $100,000. Reportedly, she was asking for over $100,000, which
that's the number I heard.
That's kind of egregious because Bayonetta came out in 2009, and to date, the entire series has only sold a little bit over 3 million copies, right? Platinum Games almost went out of business numerous times. They had to get backing from Tencent. This is a Sega-owned IP, Nintendo published. You would just think that a little bit more negotiations would go on, but
how come people aren't boycotting this, Jack, if the Chinese are involved?
I mean, I don't know. That means apparently they offered her over the going rate, and it was all right to deny or accept it. She denied it, and they moved on. So this is a non-issue to me. She ain't want to do it. She ain't did nothing in 8 years. She ain't gonna do nothing for another 8 years. Fuck it. Hey, she wanted to do that, man. She thought about she going homeless and all that shit. Hey,
y'all play Bayonetta?
Absolutely not.
I downloaded it for PC, played 15 minutes of it. I was like, I'm good.
Is this the type of game? Is this the type of game where they'd be like, huh, 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 or does she actually have like monologues and talking?
She actually sounds like that when she's fighting, but it has dialogue outside of the fights.
Okay. Because some games it'd be like in total they probably have 60 words that they've actually said in the game. They don't really be talking like that to be asking for $100,000.
They said she has.
She
talks. She has dialogue.
She was gassing it up like crazy in that first video, talking about my mentors, this and that. Oh man.
And I'm gonna be real with you. Listen, man, I love being a Bayonetta hater because I think that game is trash. So I kind of wanted her to be right. I wanted her to be the the victim in this because listen, I love me some Bayonetta slander.
It was just weird, the reaction from the audience, specifically after this the little counter argument came out, because it pretty much averages to, besides, taxes and all that, it's like $1,000 an hour, right? And people, that's a trash offer. These are motherfuckers that's, working at McDonald's for minimum wage. Talking about, I just don't understand people, bro. Like, I would never turn to me personally. That's just me personally. I wouldn't turn down $1,000 an hour to do something, but shit. I mean, that's what
you need to do is go get forklift certified. You feel me? And on top of that, Jack, if you notice, a lot of times every other cycle with the information, there's always one big thing that all the blogs and the YouTube guys have something to talk about. I really think it was just dry. I think they just needed some. They needed something to get the views, and so they just, all right, here, this is what we pushing. This is what we running.
It was definitely an interesting story, man. Especially, I remember when they said she wasn't. When she came out like what earlier this year or late last year and said she hadn't been contacted about doing the voice. I'm thinking they hadn't even recorded no vocals for the game yet. That's why I'm like, bro, when is this game coming out? And then they just. Oh, a couple months later, they just up and showed the fucking like tray. I'm like, yo, what the? So that was crazy. But hey man, listen, like you said, learn. She need to learn her trade. Go barber school, something, bitch. Hey,
barber school.
She was trying to negotiate. That was one thing, but like, I'm surprised she didn't take the money. I mean, like, damn, how hard of it? Like, if somebody told you to drive to McDonald's for $1,000, like, yeah, maybe you want two, but yeah, I'll take one for doing not much work. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna make Kiss Smoove her first client if she get her barber's license. Absolutely, right up in that chair.
Banger. And you had a lot of idiots on YouTube, well, on Twitter in general, that before they knew the whole story, they were like, oh, I'm boycotting, those bozos. And then you had a lot of hey man, I'm not calling out names. Then you had a lot of bozos who were like trying to do Platinum's financials, trying to do the math on Platinum's financials where listen, y'all don't even know how this shit works. It's not like, okay, a video game makes this much money and that's just like their profit. And then even with the profit, bro, a lot of that shit goes places. A lot of people got to get paid, with all that. So y'all weird thinking like, oh yeah, they can. Listen, they probably could afford to pay her $100,000, but that don't mean they should. That don't mean she deserved that. So. Like I couldn't believe I saw bozos like Damage Control. Like, yeah, pay her. She deserves it. Like, okay, my nigga, bro. You if you homeless tomorrow, she's not gonna let you in her house. I hope you know that.
Maybe they're like 60-year-old women.
How much you paying Alex for the Jiggy League?
For the what?
For the Jiggy League, how much you paying them?
Oh, that's not my responsibility. But I have been a proponent for Alex getting paid for his time served.
I don't charge my friends.
You know what's funny? Alex has actually been offered paychecks from the Jiggy Battle League, and he's actually refused them. So he's a real stand-up guy.
Oh, he's like Andy Kaufman in Memphis, huh?
Yes, sir. I respect Alex.
So
yes,
Hellena Taylor is 53 years old. Well, you know what kind of bothers me about her? If you go to her Twitter profile, the picture that she has as her pic is like when she was like 20 something.
Oh, of course.
It's like lady.
Oh, did you see that?
When I post pictures online, it's back when I had functional knees.
You ain't got no old pictures. You really, you was like, damn, I was looking good.
I'm sure other people post pictures online when they got functional legs.
Yo, you see how they try to expose? You see how they try to expose her posting her commenting on the Blue Lives Matter pictures and all that kind of thing?
Oh yeah, they dug up her. Dug up her dirt.
What they do?
Yeah.
She supported like Blue Lives Matters and stuff. They dug up her tweets and stuff.
Oh yeah. She out here.
Yeah. So yeah, that's enough on this lady.
What's her name on Twitter?
Just type in Hellena Taylor. Same thing.
Name is #irrelevant. She writing the files.
I'm about to link her to usajobs.com. Hold up, I gotta find her.
Banger.
Crazy part is she ain't even in the. Oh, she might be, but she's from here, from the UK, so she might live there.
These
now,
niggas punting?
That made it even crazier.
Yeah, them your people.
Shut up, bro. Thanks.
All right. Next topic. The DualSense Edge. PlayStation announced their premium controller, the DualSense Edge, will be released on January 23rd for $200. And you had the typical people who were like, "This is outrageous. They've lost their mind." I'm like, not really. This is as Jack has said, and I'm sure he'll explain, this is kind of the normal price for a premium controller. But for some reason, and it's funny because like plenty of people do this, release premium controllers for like upwards of like $180, but for some, I guess those people are not educated.
We are winners.
What?
Cool.
Go ahead.
What? What's wrong with this guy?
Come on, bro.
Anyway,
Come on,
so yeah, people
They're launching fireworks. We are in the World Series.
Congratulations, bro.
Thanks. Okay.
I appreciate Smoove. Hold on. I got to lock this in, Smoove. I need you to bet on the opposite team.
Oh, I'm about to pour some Gatorade on this cake.
No, I'm good.
Come on, Smoove. I need this.
Who are they playing against?
I don't know yet, but I need you to bet against the Phillies.
I'm mad he hit a falsetto. He said, "Oh, World Series."
You mind if I continue my podcast, Bon? Thanks.
Come on, BG. If the Eagles went to the Super Bowl, that'd be an interruption too. You know.
All right, man. So yeah, the shit is $200. Some people were outraged about it. I guess they're less educated. My thing was, I didn't care about the $200. It was, I had to call out all the dudes who have controller collections. I'm sorry, even the ones I'm cool with, like Bari, he said he got like 13 PlayStation controllers, and like the rest of these dudes on Twitter, every time a controller come out, they be like, oh yeah, I'm copping that. So they got a fucking controller collection in their house, even though they only use one controller, and the rest of them shits just sit around in a drawer somewhere, but they're nice to look at it. Ooh, look at all the colors of the rainbow. I think all of you are mentally ill, respectfully, and y'all need help, and y'all should get it. But what do y'all think about this being $200?
I'll go first real quick. This controller looks amazing, but I'm not paying $200 for any controller because, let's be real, controllers are just bound to break, degrade, like you're using them all the time. You only get them for one system. There's always something different coming in.
What's your Thrustmaster?
And then, what's up?
How much is your Thrustmaster?
I mean, Thrustmaster, these things are like 12 years old, man. They don't make Thrustmaster yearly. They make one and they just keep refining it and perfecting it. It doesn't change.
Okay.
Then another thing is, like, while these controllers are good, right? For any game that I would use this controller for, I'll probably just end up using my mouse and my keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
So it really doesn't make sense. Like, I'm not using like controllers with back paddle. Like, I would choose my mouse and keyboard, but yeah, it does interest me. Hopefully, I can finesse Smoove with one, or hopefully I can get it something.
Yeah, and PlayStation don't got no multiplayer games for y'all to even take advantage of it, unless you want to be elite in single player games, and you need a controller for that. If you need a controller to be really good in single player games, like I pity you, but
Oh, and my last thing is like, why do like bums that are trash at games always like buy these controllers? Like, it's gonna, now I'm gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine using the back pedals in a single player game. Niggas is crazy.
But that's what game?
Doing too much.
What games have y'all played that you felt like, oh man, if I only had an extra button? I can't even think of a game where I need.
Well,
that.
some people
maybe Last of Us 1, because that game had me. I was having to relearn them controls every time I played the game. I don't know why.
Some people use, for example, Elden Ring, right? The roll button is circle or B or whatever, right? So some people have. I play claw, so I don't have to take my finger.
Oh, that is so nasty.
I don't have to take my
weird.
Sound like an STD. I hate that you play like that.
I'm just I'm better than you. That's all I have to say about that. I play claw, so I'm better than you. So I don't have to take my finger off of anywhere. I could still press the buttons. But some people don't play claw, so they need like that back button to roll. They just hit the back button instead of moving their finger. That's an example of some way some people think it helps.
Like I would have hit it by accident, just holding my shit too tight. I don't know.
Oh, but yeah.
Pause.
Jack, what are your thoughts? You getting this?
Definitely not getting it. But like I said, $200 that's the going rate for an elite or a pro controller. Them scuff gaming controllers, they over that, right? I got I got an Astro C40, that's like $250. And
what do you use that for?
Usually when I play on PC. Sometimes I'm playing a PS4 game because it's not compatible with the PS5 at all, right? They didn't even patch that functionality in. But I usually use when I game on PC occasionally. But I deactivate the back paddles because, like Tony said, when you play in the game, you really get into it, bro. You accidentally pressing the paddles all the fucking time, like.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even use that functionality. But and like Bond said, with them controls, they got a lot of moving parts. They tend to break kind of easily especially if you're not careful. Even if you are careful, it's just the nature of the situation. But people that was complaining about it, bro, Xbox got $180 controllers after taxes. That's $200. Like, what's the argument, bro? I don't understand.
Yeah, and I love the complaint about PlayStation customer service. What the fuck you think gonna happen if that shit break? You ain't gonna get no good customer service.
I got priority. Chill out.
Okay.
Yes,
Right.
sir. Yes, sir.
So the controller comes with, of course, the controller. USB braided cable, 2 standard caps, 2 high dome caps, 2 low dome caps, 2 half dome back buttons.
What the fuck is a dome cap?
It's the concaved ones. It's the concave sticks and then the sticks that come outwards. Some people have a preference.
The ones that come outward, don't the natural PS5 ones, they have an indentation, don't they?
Yeah, they have an indentation.
The ones that are rounded. Yeah.
And then they want the ones with the nipple, like they just bow out at the top.
Yeah. Some people like that.
Like the PS3 one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't get no grip on that. You know how many
I really don't have a preference when it comes to that.
Bro, PS3 controller, you trying to do something with the analog, your thumb will slip off.
Yeah, get that out of here. That shit trash.
Yeah, some people
prefer. DJ said on the analog, bro, you need a grip and some contour in that thing. Yeah.
2 half dome back buttons, 2 lever back buttons, connector housing, and carrying case. That's everything it comes with.
Low key, I might get it.
This is $299.
$199.
Oh, it's $199. $199. Okay.
Can you make the sticks offset on this one or no?
No.
Okay.
I might get it just so I can tighten up the sticks though, because you can do that with this one, right? You can choose how tight it is.
The dead zones and shit.
This is just a Christmas gift. This is just a Christmas gift.
PG,
man. Hey man, you said it.
Next topic, bro. Never mind.
Wait, can you could already customize the dead zone in the PlayStation settings, right? You don't need a controller for that, right?
I don't know about all that.
I thought that was in the accessibility settings.
You can remap the buttons.
Yeah, I thought you could.
I don't know.
Accessibility is going too far.
Hey Jack, we actually saw somebody using accessibility controller yesterday.
Did we?
Yeah, remember Chop was using that little DJ Hero controller trying to play Fall Guys? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was kind of freaky. I had to play that person.
Because playing Fall Guys in real life too.
On the on the Xbox Elite controller, you could change the dead zone for that controller specifically, right? Like on the controller, I think so, or some shit like that.
Yes.
Hopefully, this controller got some type of PC companion app to where you can go in and finagle.
Is it only one color?
Yes.
Yeah, right now.
$200 controller for only one color. All right.
Well, you know that's the color scheme you want to go with.
I'm about to be like Melon Matt. I'm about to get mad.
What?
About to get mad.
You gonna tell them to shove broomstick up their ass?
Next topic.
Let's see.
Hold up, Mocha got a good point, BG. How are you complaining about a bunch of people buying controllers when you bought Resident Evil 4? How many times?
Ooh.
7 or 8.
So, y'all, what's the difference? Explain to us.
I can play Resident Evil on every platform. You can't use all those controllers realistically. You're not going to. I should say. You're not going to. You're just gonna look at them. That's why people buy all those controllers, to look at them so they look pretty. Y'all treat controllers like a trophy wife. Oh, I just want to look at her. That's the difference. I'm gonna touch Resident Evil 4. I'm gonna play with that.
You don't just look at a trophy wife.
There might be specific games they only use one controller for.
Yeah, so I bought leaning when he said that.
Trophy wife.
Like depending on the game I play, I make the room a different color.
Gay as hell.
What do you mean? I'm trying to get in the mood. Like y'all, okay, so y'all don't be playing games and y'all don't feel like the game you playing putting a lot of wear on your control. Like when I play driving games, I be feeling like I'm doing a lot on my R2 button when I'm playing driving games. Y'all don't be feeling like that?
Oh, so you switch it up. You switch up.
I'll mentally, I'll just get new controllers sometimes. I feel like I'm doing too much. Like I feel like I'm pulling on the control. Like I don't know.
I mean, that's definitely a thing. You definitely can do that.
Dude, see, I've heard dudes say that, and like, I just think y'all are battering y'all controllers. Like, I don't get that.
Especially with the PS5 controller, you got to think about it. With them adaptive triggers, when you racing and stuff, it's like. Did you play Dirt 5 on PS5?
I got a question.
First of all, never let your tongue roll in my podcast again. That's number one.
DG, I got a question. Who has more in order? Xbox dudes with controllers, you with copies of Resident Evil 4, or Mocha with monitors?
Great question.
Well, Mocha's probably up to like 4 monitors at this point. I've beaten Resident Evil like 7-8 times, but yeah, it's definitely dudes with controllers, because like I said, Bari said he has like 12, 13. I've seen other dudes with like more than that. Like dudes. Somebody sent me this TikTok. This dude, he had that IKEA set, and it has like 4 drawers, and he had like I think it was like might have been 6 controllers in each drawer, like madness, just in different colors.
Man, that is crazy. You
so between deleting games and controllers, these people just like I don't know.
If you got more controls than game beat per year, you need your ass beat. I'm gonna be real. I'm not one of them. I'm not a gatekeeper with a lot of shit, but you need your ass beat. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm a gatekeeper. I believe in gatekeeping.
Certain things.
Everything should be gate kept to a degree.
I'm not mad at that.
I mean, we shouldn't let bald people in the community for obvious reasons, because apparently now people can just run their mouth, and why do you have to look up what he said and make fun of him?
Oh man.
The
transition? Should
Yeah, transition.
Because this was really about Persona 5 Royale, which I don't know why I thought I don't pay attention to shit, but I thought that shit been out. So Persona 4 Royale,
me too.
Persona 5 Royale just came out.
It just came out for current gen systems. It been out on PlayStation 2 years ago, and it came out originally. The original Persona 5 came out in 2016, of course.
Right, on a PS3. Why is everybody excited for not a last gen game, but a last gen game, a two gen old game?
And so Smoove, this is not directly coming at you, even though you may be included. No, I'm just saying, dog, you may be included. This is not directly coming at you, though. I'm just saying
he's included. He got exposed too on Twitter.
Let me just
expose.
I'm gonna let Bond handle why you got exposed, but let me just say generally.
You can handle it. I'm tired.
I'm done with him.
I'm tired of exposing this nigga. Just give me your money. That's all I want.
Listen, this is the only thing. I'll get to Smoove in a second specifically, but in general, it's just weird to me, one, that if y'all really cared about games and not platforms, y'all would play the games where they are at, especially when y'all have the platforms for the games. These dudes who are just now praising Persona 5 and playing it for the first time, bro, these dudes have had PlayStation 3s, PlayStation 4s, and PlayStation 5s. That's 3 consoles. Persona 5 is on all 3 of them, correct?
Yes.
It came out 8 years ago. So it's on 3 consoles. It came out 8 years ago, and it was free. Literally on PlayStation Plus.
Multiple times.
But for some reason, you know how they say niggas be thinking the white man's ice is colder? Niggas think the Xbox ice is colder for some reason. Like, it leads me to believe y'all don't really care about these games, because if y'all really did, y'all would have played them where they were at for 8 years. You can't wait 8 years later until it conveniently comes to Game Pass. And like I said, it was free. So you can't use the excuse like, oh, I just wanted to wait till it was free because I wasn't sure if I would like it. Nope, that don't work because the shit been free. So you could have always played it. You know what the only difference is? It's on your all precious Xbox. So you don't care about games. I would be completely fine if y'all would just admit, listen, I just want to play it on my preferred platform because it makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside, and I don't really care about the game itself that much. I just care about being comfortable in the house of Xbox. That's what it really is for y'all. That's it. And then with Smoove specifically, they got you again, man. They got you again with the tweets. And there's not. Listen,
they always get
like people gotta stop like doing this. And
no,
like,
they don't.
Gotcha moments don't work on me.
Bitch.
I'm immune to that.
No,
BS.
you can't do that.
Smoove, you are $2,500 in the hole. You are not immune.
I'm immune to gotcha moments. Those things are corny. And shout out to anybody that got all that time, just like, let me see what you said before. You know what I mean? I think it's so corny.
Twitter has a search tool. It doesn't take them.
It takes 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So you got to type in his persona.
That's 30 seconds too long. Waste of time looking up.
No. You wasted your time by saying stupid, foolish shit that you don't mean.
It wasn't foolish, and I didn't mean it when I said it.
So why was it bad back then when you said it, but Persona 5 is good now?
I ain't played then.
Why not?
So you just talking shit pretty much.
What's really? Why is it a surprise? Like I'm talking shit, and now.
So you was being a fanboy.
I wasn't being a fanboy. I was speaking like, what is Persona 5? Right? Vaughn, stop it.
That's all you do. You sound like that thing on the Wild Thornberries.
All right, but I bet the Phillies will win the World Series in 4 games. Sorry, let's go.
Fuck you.
Persona is a JRPG, anime style, turn-based. All 3 things I don't like in video games. So I was already biased to it. So I was just speaking to my bias.
You want to play it now?
Bond made a bet with me, and it seemed like a very winnable one. It requires me to do something.
It requires you to play a game for 200 hours. Good luck.
Yeah, how's that winnable?
Hey, I mean, I got through the first palace in 2 days.
You already have the first palace? Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
How many palaces are there, Jack?
How many palaces are there? Oh, damn. Like 9, I want to say?
9 or 10?
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Here's the problem though. See, y'all can't do this thing where y'all try to make accountability a bad thing. Like, bro, I'm sorry, Paris, you gotta shut the fuck up. Like, you got to shut the fuck up. Okay? I know he ain't gonna necessarily hear this, but he gotta shut the fuck up. Because y'all do this thing where y'all try to like spin it and make accountability and holding people to their word a bad thing. Listen, if I say randomly, like, I don't know, I fucking hate pizza. I don't hate pizza. But if I say I hate pizza, right? I hate PlayStation pizza. And then you see me walking down the street, the next day eating pizza from Xbox. Y'all ain't gonna be like, hold on, my nigga, you said you hate pizza. What's going on? There is nothing wrong with holding niggas accountable for their word, because it shows if you're a trustworthy person, if I can trust your opinions. That's it. It shows if you can be influenced and compromised by something. Because if you can't be influenced by something such as platform, then how can I take your word serious when you give opinions on game? How?
First of all, he's bald, so he look like a fake ass Debo. So I don't know how you take him seriously to begin with. Like, I don't trust bald people, period. And this is another reason why I said some of the worst people in the internet gaming are bald black people. It's a fact.
Really?
Yes. And Smoove, you're on your way to digivolving or poke-evolving into your final form. It ain't gonna be Kid Smoove, it's gonna be Smoove Head.
That was a good one. I didn't know you gonna go there with that. All right, that was good.
I thought it was gonna be like Smooth Bald or something.
Yeah, I know they Kid Bald or some shit. Yeah, that was a good one.
Paris is putting some sauce on talking about you do like you're a stalker weirdo. You're just extra shit.
Oh my god, that's so dumb.
Then Dreamcast guy, and then same thing with Dreamcast guy too. When he hopped off the porch with the story, I'm boycotting this, I'm boycotting that, and then she got exposed, and then he turned around making a video. Oh, she lied, and then he was in the comments talking about, oh, I'm admitting I was wrong. Go outside and touch grass while y'all still mad. Like, come on, bro.
And here's the thing.
Do some extra shit.
It's not like you can't change your opinion. That's not the case. People are like, oh,
exactly.
No, you can change your opinion, right? But you can't suddenly flip, and the only thing that changed was platform. No. If I don't like survival games, like the type where you have to build a base and all that shit, right? I don't like that type of shit, right? But if I suddenly, gave one a chance, and then I came out, and I was like, you know what? I actually enjoyed this survival game. I think I might play more. People can see how my stance has switched, but y'all niggas don't have no gradual stance. Nothing influenced the change of your opinion except a platform. That's the difference. That's it. But accountability is a bad thing.
Someone in the chat said it. I forgot this. That nigga really did say he boycotting the Soldier Boy console. Come on, bro.
Oh yeah,
nigga out of here.
PG, that reminds me. Do y'all still take people to court on this podcast?
Yep.
Go ahead, brother.
All right, yeah, I can wait.
Present your case.
So, BG in his almighty wisdom thought that map knowledge and awareness of your map isn't skill based, and I literally paused the video, went for a walk, so I didn't have to, send this man a death threat. How do you feel like map knowledge is not a skill and awareness in first-person shooters?
No, I don't think I said it's not skill based.
It's just memorizing a map.
I said
I want to hear BG real quick.
I said I don't like games where the main way you know where enemies are coming from is just staring at the map. I think that's lame. That's not fun to me.
What you're talking about is a mini map showing red dots on the screen. Or are you talking about the flow of the map is so constricting that, well, if I spawned here, then obviously they're going to come down this hallway?
I'll put it this way.
Go ahead.
I think games are better, right? Games are better when you have to just rely on your own senses and your own knowledge of how maps work.
Yes, map knowledge is a part of that.
Sure, it is. But there's some games where people literally rely so hard on just looking at a mini map and looking at blips. That's what I don't like that shit.
You didn't say that in your video. You didn't say mini map, red dots, UAV, nigga. You was talking about if you just know the map. I don't think that's skill based. I want to be able to I just want to be able to spawn, shoot. Knowing how to play a map, the roles, how to make a nigga think you going that way, but you about to wrap around this way, flanking people. That's all a part of skill.
You giving niggas wraparounds, Alex?
Oh yes, that is skill. Yes.
Well, I probably worded it wrong, but
knowing the map isn't a skill in itself.
Talking about a reach around. I said a wraparound.
Yeah,
it sounds like y'all agree. It sounds like y'all agree.
I might have worded it wrong, but there's dudes who know. There's, for example, on Call of Duty, right? There's dudes who know spawn systems to the point where they'll literally go and set up at a box because I know a nigga's gonna spawn right here. I'm gonna wait till he spawns right here. That's lame. I don't like shit like that.
You talking about spawn trap? Okay. Well, okay. I guess you're not guilty, but I will have you on probation. I'll be watching your next video to take notes.
What kind of white person shit is that? You can't put me on probation when they're innocent.
Yeah, I just don't like games that rely too heavily on the map. That's all.
Pawn shoes haven't had shoelaces since 2010. Are you talking about what white people?
What are you talking about?
They had a penny in the motherfucker.
They got a penny in the strap.
Why Bun say that? Like, how you know?
Yeah, he started taking the shoes off.
I mean, anybody who's ever played a sport knows how to fucking tie shoes.
I thought you had them Reeboks that pump up and get tight around your foot.
Even the pump-up Reeboks still had laces, dummy.
Pump it up. All right, next topic.
So, Persona 5 is not Royale. It's not a new. It's not a new game. It's just the next gen versions.
It just became a multiplayer.
So we don't got to talk about it.
It was on PlayStation at first.
So we don't got to talk
Switch, PC, and
Xbox dudes. I just want y'all to be.
I'd like to say something to my fellow.
Sure, I just want y'all to be consistent and be held accountable. Listen, people. If it's me, I expect, and I contradict myself, I expect people to be like, listen, BG, you said this before, and I'm okay with that. That's fine. Like perfect example. Perfect example. I purchased the Resident Evil 4 Collector's Edition. I'm on record mocking people for buying Collector's Edition. But I still think y'all are weird who buy Collector's Edition for everything. But I said, listen, I'm a fraud for that. I'm a fraud for Resident Evil 4. I contradicted myself. Hello, I'm a hypocrite. I said it. You niggas won't even admit it when y'all being clear hypocrites. That's the issue.
Be consistent. Say?
Xbox dude was on his ass today.
Why you been bothering Timdog, right. BG? Bro, you let the army.
What did Timdog's fat ass say?
Oh no.
What the hell going
on? I mean, I don't like fat people that are draining the economy. We spend $150 billion a year on them.
Go ahead, Smoove. What were you gonna say?
No, BG. What did Timdog say? I can't see because I'm blocked.
Man, I'd have to look at it. Hold on. Go ahead, Smoove. I'll tell you what he said in a second.
No, I just want to
see that
tweet
BG deleted
to all my fellow, Xbox camaraderies, if I'm saying that right.
You said that wrong both times.
Comrade, brother. You made that word too Mexican. You said camaraderie. Comrade, brother. You ain't gotta phonetically say it. Yeah.
All your
No, for real. Like, give Persona 5 Royale a try. Like I said, I'm liking it better than I expected to. I thought this was gonna be a try and drop and just send money into Black Bond's Venmo or something like that. But
beating it, Smoove. It's 200 hours.
Dude, no. Here's the thing about Persona that makes it difficult, right? The difficult part and what makes this game long is all the activities.
No, that's not true. Once
it is.
Once you get to the later dungeons, you'll see.
Because my first 10 hours, I mean, I feel like I ain't do a ton of combat at all. I feel like I would just spent like doing this relentless, endless cycle of home, school, train, read. Like, dude, I just want.
You simulating this life, though, brother.
What's that? Yeah, that's how real life go, bro.
Yeah. What about Livewire Gamers? You see what he posted?
Back in the day, he said the game Persona 5 was for pedos, and now he likes it.
Yep. Yeah. So what does that make him? Exactly.
You heard it here first.
Now, what did Timdog say?
So
what did that walrus say?
Oh my god. So Timdog had said he said Persona got me up for 5 in the morning. So he's playing Persona 5 in the morning.
Oh my god. This is the problem, BG's saying. These people are so disingenuous. They don't play games. They only suck off platforms and corporations because they deep throat fucking these companies like corporate cocksuckers.
Yeah, you be turning me on. You gotta stop with all these descriptions, bro.
Did you say I'd be turning you on?
I think you did. You did. What type of time you on, bro? What type of time you on, bro?
What? You just had 3 different categories in one sentence.
And they all got you?
Well,
okay.
Yeah, these people are corporate cocksuckers. That's all they do. They're not gamers. I mean, Timdog's the dude that went to a Microsoft event and that nigga was asleep in the crowd.
Fire.
Like, these people are just no-life losers that do this shit because they have no belonging or meaning in life. They're just like the irregular community that they only join the community because they need a place to belong.
Fire. So yeah, he said he just said he was playing 5 in the morning. I asked him, the game. I just said the game came out 8 years ago. Why are you only playing now? Of course, he skirted around it. He skirted around that question, didn't answer. But we all know.
Why are you not playing Grounded?
Yeah, he just brought up everything else. Did not answer my question, and I said, okay, we know it's because it's suddenly on Xbox. Now you care about it. That's it.
What else was he bringing up?
Oh, he asked me just a bunch of bullshit. Whoa, why are you not playing Grounded? Just dumb shit. Like nigga, because I don't like those type of games. I don't like those type of games. And then they love the defense. Oh, why do you care what another man is doing? I'm like, oh brother, y'all don't get it. But
You know what? That's a good point, BG. And I think I made this tweet earlier. The reason why we get a bunch of Game Pass fodder and underwhelming garbage like Gotham Knight is because when you have good games that come out like a Spider-Man, a Ghost of Tsushima, a Nintendo game, or recently coming God of War Ragnarok, these games get criticized up and down for every tiny minute detail. But then when an 8-year-old game or something like Scorn or some trash comes on the Game Pass, oh my God, I'm so happy I have Game Pass. And this is exactly what these companies see and why they don't want to put in effort. Because why would I give max effort when my max effort's going to be criticized, but me giving 30 frames per second effort or minimum effort is going to get the game defended on Game Pass, or people are going to still buy my Gotham Knights or Flopham Knights game? It's bullshit.
And I just find it funny because here's the thing, right? I'm calling you out, but don't you think I'm actually trying to help you? And because if you're telling me that Persona 5 is so good that it got you waking up 5 in the morning,
I played it 8 years ago.
Doesn't that mean you robbed yourself of an experience for 8 years? So I'm trying to help you out, bro. This could have been the best time of your life 8 years ago. I'm trying to help you realize the flaws in how you moving. But you know, they say I'm a hater, so it is what it is. We can move on. Man. Shout out to.
You sound like you was hating, dog.
Nah, I was trying to help him.
What
is there for me to hate on?
Has anyone ever called you condescending?
Absolutely. Take pride in that. But what is there for me to hate on? That's what I can't hate on niggas getting a game 8 years later that I don't even like. I can't hate on that.
I can't call it hate, but you are like a serial like happy killer, like like you are the what's the
Killjoy
kryptonite to like pride and joy.
The fun police, man. Come on, we've been calling them that.
Hey, all I know is that he was on his ass. I was like, Tim got that dog in it. Never mind.
Come on.
Okay.
Let me know.
But how am I the kill? You know who are the real killjoys? Y'all, the Xbox dudes, because y'all killed y'all own joy for 8 years. Y'all could have been enjoying this 8 years ago.
That was he.
BG's fucking right.
I
mean, no, BG. Yeah, first of all, BG's not the fun police or the fun killers. If you're an Xbox fanboy, you're a fun killer. You're killing your own fucking fun. This is absolutely insane that you could have completed high school and all of college, and y'all niggas didn't want to play this game. Y'all was talking about it's Jap crap, it's a dating sim, it's a pedo this, it's that. 8 years and 2 fucking consoles later, now y'all realize that the game is good. That doesn't make anybody else look bad but Xbox fans who look absolutely, excuse my language, retarded.
Obama was president when this game came out. That nigga was president. Captain America Civil War came out that year. That seems like forever ago. Tony couldn't speak English back then.
Oh, brother.
There we go.
I don't even think Tony hit puberty when this game came out.
We still waiting. Home. We still waiting.
Tony wasn't even hit puberty when this game came out. You know what's crazy about Persona? Nigga, I still had some knees when this game came out. I was still playing basketball. That's how long ago this game came out.
That's how long they waited. Okay. Crazy.
You know what's even crazier? Well, let's go back to things that happened in 2016. Halo was relevant.
Was still on the podcast? No, man.
Halo was relevant. It was still here. Oh my god.
Banger.
2016 video. Uncharted 4 came out. The original Overwatch came out. The Last Guardian finally came out. Dark Souls 3, like this shit is crazy. Y'all need to fucking be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all need to be in the city, stripped down, butt naked, and whipped like slaves.
What?
Really? Y'all need to be whipped like slaves. Like The Witcher 3 came out when this game came out.
Was Michael Jackson and Prince still alive?
Does that cancel out my pause that I said earlier?
Michael Jackson? Come on, bro.
I can't remember when he died. No, Prince might have still been alive. Hold on, Prince died recently.
Yeah, like a couple years
Michael
ago.
Jackson,
why are we stripping people down and whipping them naked? What's going on?
Because they need to be whipped like slaves.
That's why I played Persona 5 in 2016.
This shit is crazy.
Oh, but I'm just supposed to ignore my body when he talking like this.
I know, man. That's crazy.
Wild.
What were the best games in like 2016? Smoove, what Forza are we on right now?
We would be on technically Forza Motorsport 8. So Forza,
and what Forza Horizon are we on?
5.
Yeah, we were on Forza Horizon 3 back then. Like this shit is crazy.
It is what it is, man.
Prince died the year Persona came out.
We had Dishonored 2 that year. Like we had Fire Emblem Fates. We had fucking 3DS games that year. Like Jesus Christ.
Banger.
Like fucking embarrassing. I don't want to hear anybody. To end, I don't want to hear anybody criticizing BG. BG has a right to tell you you're a fucking idiot. Like you've been told for 8 years to play a game. The game came out on PlayStation 3. We're now 2 years into PlayStation 5. There's no fucking excuse.
Well, let's leave them alone and let's move on. Okay, let's see.
This is Gotham topic, man. Let's get out.
They getting a video on this too.
Let's get out of the way,
man.
bro.
Okay, Gotham Knights, right? Okay.
Holy.
So I made a bet with Tony and Kofi. I lost the bet. It is what it is. I be wrong once every 4 years. You know, that's not bad. That's not bad. Well, you know, once every 4 years, I take a huge gamble on something. And, you know, maybe because I see some potential in something. I want to root for the underdog. I don't know what it is. But most of the time, I still be right. I was wrong. You know, I concede that. And I gave these niggas a little $20 and $30. It is what it is.
Spent all on McDonald's. I spent it all on McDonald's. Inflation going crazy.
Congratulations.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So,
but
you know,
something about me and Kofi and a BG bet, man. We like to team up on them paws, you know what I'm saying? We took, you know, when Last of Us dropped, you know, we took his money back then for, what was it?
Wait, what happened?
You don't remember? You had like less than 20 deaths on grounded mode or something like that. You got 20 in the train station. Bro, he got 20 like 2 hours in.
That was a miscalculation on my part.
It was crazy. That was crazy. Me and Kofi be teaming up and taking this man money, bro. I love to see it, man.
Anyway.
I love to see it.
Yeah, so Gotham Knights is currently sitting at a whopping, amazing 69 on Metacritic.
Giggity.
And yeah, WB Montreal are not to be trusted. I have played the game for about 4 hours, I would say. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it. But like I said, I concede they won that. WB Montreal are not to be trusted. They done fucked up. And you know, because I looked at it as like, okay, y'all made Origins. Okay, cool. That was also 8 years ago, wasn't it? Something like that. And
Here's my thing though, BG, with that. Here's my thing with that though, real quick. That game got a 74, so I'm like, yo, this looks way worse. It's the side team, this and that. It looks terrible. It's not even Batman, it's the sidekicks. I don't know what you saw in this game to begin with, man. It was, you know, writing was on the wall. Man.
I thought like, okay, for one, you know, they would have gotten better as a student, because look how long they took on this game, and then like 8 years, I'm like, yo, y'all not gonna make the same mistakes y'all did all the way back then. That's not gonna happen. And then the thing is, a lot of the most like the biggest warnings about this game honestly did come out in the last month. I think so. I think so.
I mean, the 30 FPS, but other than that, I don't know.
But just
hold on, Tony. When you realize a next-gen only game has their last-gen versions canceled and it's 30 frames per second, that's the biggest red flag ever.
Yeah,
the 30 FPS was this month, but the game being cancelled on last gen was a couple months ago.
Yeah. If I would have known that this game was going to be locked to 30 on consoles, I would have been like, no, that's a warning sign. I'm not making that bet. So I'm a victim in this too, right? Like, I feel like Montreal owe me some money. But just to talk about the game, because like I said, I have played it. First of all, the opening scene, I don't know what it is about WB Montreal, but like, their cinematics, like their opening scene or their like cinematics to advertise the games are always like amazing. Yeah, I remember Origins had that fight, that cinematic fight with Batman and not Dead. I was about to say Deadpool, Deathstroke, and that shit is fire. Like if you forgot,
go Deathstroke too.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right, bro.
Yeah, pack it up.
My fault.
Yeah, go look that up.
Oh my god.
That shit is fire, right? And then this game starts off with another like banger opening scene with Batman fighting Raish. I'm like, damn, this joint look good. This is a fire opening scene. It's like, yo, that's
why they do that, to make you get hyped.
Yeah, I'm like, this is where damn near a bunch of the budget went to. All right, so just some stuff about the game. So the voice acting sucks. I'll tell you that right off the bat. I
from the trailer. Come on,
I could not believe like not one of them, not one of them has a good voice actor. Not Robin, Batgirl, Nightwing, or Red Hood. Like all of their voice actors are trash. I'm like, y'all couldn't get not one good actor for these niggas. Even Batman.
Hold on. Didn't y'all tell me that voice actors aren't a big deal when I was saying I didn't like What was the one after Arkham Knight?
It was Batman.
Before Arkham Knight.
Because they had the original Batman
Origins, and I was like, yeah, they don't have Kevin Conroy. Who cares?
But he still sounded like Batman, at least.
No, he didn't. Kevin Conroy is the only Batman, unless it's a live action.
But either way, like even the dude voicing Batman, bro, he sounds like the Christopher Nolan Batman. Like it doesn't sound like any Batman. It sounds like he's purposely trying to make his voice hoarse. It sounds like that version. I'm like, so
on the cutscenes, but when he's like talking to them outside of his mask, he sounds regular.
Yeah, but that's what's weird. Okay, this is not the movie, right? Because in the movie, you can make the case where, okay, he has to mask his voice in the movie so people can't tell it's him. But in the video game or in the animated movies, he never does that. So I'm like, why is he doing that in this shit? So the voice acting sucks amongst like damn near everybody. The visuals aren't, we know they're not as good as anything in the Arkham series. They're not bad. I will say that. They're not horrible. People say, oh, it looks like a mobile game. The visuals they're putting sauce on it. The visuals aren't bad. But
I'm gonna say UI looks like a mobile game.
I was about to say that this menu is definitely a mobile game. Y'all about to make me say mobile. This menu is definitely fat-fingered menus, bro. It don't make no sense why this font is so big.
Yeah,
and these buttons are huge.
Yeah, I get
it. It's like this must be a Steam Deck game. Like that's what this feels like. Something where you just touchscreen. Steam Deck touchscreen?
The city is I would say the city overall, the city map, when you're looking at the skyline, that doesn't look good. The characters individually and things by themselves don't look bad. It looks okay. In the totality, in the grand scheme of things, yeah, that shit looks worse than the Arkham series. The combat is like, it's honestly, the worst part of it is that it's a bit slow. If they sped this up a little bit, it would honestly be fine. The combat is not as bad as people are making it seem. It is just a little bit slow.
Terrible. This dash button doesn't work properly.
I don't think the combat is actually that bad. But my thing is, so I played as some of the characters obviously play differently, right? I played as Batgirl first. Batgirl attacks are slower than Robin's, for example. So if you play as
which Robin is it, by the way, out of curiosity?
Tim Drake.
I would have thought that Batgirl would be the quickest but the weakest.
That's what I would think. I would think like she would be the fast, but they made her like the hard hitter. She's made for like mainly 1v1s for whatever reason. So yeah, like, but it was a better experience for me combat wise with Robin because he has faster attacks. I haven't played with Nightwing. I would assume Nightwing might be a little bit faster, but I'm not necessarily trying to do all these theatrics because he does all the gymnast shit. And Red Hood looks
fucking you up.
Red Hood, he's the only range character, and look like he be shooting them guns slow as hell too. So yeah, I think if they sped it up, the combat honestly isn't that bad.
Question: is Red Hood shooting lethal rounds or non-lethal?
Non-lethal, which
they're armor piercing non-lethal rounds.
How does that make sense?
Well, I guess it digs through the armor and then it just slaps you or like licks you once it touches skin. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm playing on PC by the way. So there's 3 difficulties: easy, normal, hard. The problem with hard is because obviously they made this a little bit RPG-ish. The enemies are bullet sponges. It's like that Division shit.
Bro, what? Yes, sir.
The enemies are, so I'm not even knocking nobody if you play on medium because hard isn't actually hard. These motherfuckers are just sponges. So it be taking a while.
Barely. It's
so they got the little numbers they can tick off their head too, right? If you put that on.
Yeah, I turned that off by the way.
I always turn it off.
Yeah,
I turned it off from Far Cry 6 too.
The enemies are sponges. I got into the city and by the way, this game kind of tricks you because when you play that first level, like the first little mission, the frame rate is fine, right? When after that first mission, when they put you out into the city, yeah, that frame rate is different. So they kind of trick you in the beginning, thinking like you getting the best. The performance is actually good. It drops off after that. What else? Yeah, when I got into the open city, I'm like, this is Gotham City, but there ain't enough crime going on enough for me. There's not enough crime. I need like, cause like in the Arkham series, you move everywhere you move. There was just like high criminal activity, and that the scenario was a little bit different in those games, but still there was just crime going on everywhere, bro. Like I was running around this city, I'm like, this is not too bad. This will be a nice place to live in, dog. The crime rate is not that crazy for this to be Gotham City.
It's like Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, isn't the world like a little light on like NPCs,
traffic, and everything? Yeah, you got about
it always has been though. It always has been though.
Yeah, it's been like that.
But I feel like Arkham Knight had like more
Arkham
stuff.
Had no niggas in the city.
Arkham Knight probably had the most NPCs out of all of them.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, and yeah, I'm like, yo, the population, it's just not as populated as it should be for Gotham, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't like that they're not doing these characters justice because I don't like that this game is getting this reputation and that it deserves it. But I don't like that because people already was like, oh, it's these bat characters that nobody cares about, when if you know about these characters, they're great characters. So I feel like they're just like not doing the characters, any justice at all, when these like I said, these are great characters. And now you're just reinforcing what some people think about these characters, like, oh, who the fuck are they? We just want to play as Batman. That's you're not doing it right. And the only thing else I'm gonna say, else I'm gonna say is this: another developer obviously could take this and make it into. This game is not that far from being a good game with some changes. Like it's definitely not a good game, but it's not far from being. You could make a bunch of changes. And it's a full game. There's only so much you could, obviously change at this point with some patches. But it's not like super far from being at bare minimum a decent or good game. And another developer would have gotten it there. But WB Montreal are fuck ups. So
I play in like a year maybe. But one thing real quick, because I always saw this from miles away. Were you one of the guys who was hyping up Gotham Knights over Suicide Squad? Because Suicide Squad always looked like a bad game to me.
I didn't. We barely saw anything with Suicide Squad. That was my thing. I still don't feel like we've seen enough. I think from what we saw, it still looks like it was gonna be better though, and it wasn't from the B team too. So.
Well, this game
Suicide Squad might be decent.
This game looked worse every time they showed it, though. That's another thing. Like,
yep.
Yeah,
when the first one was the most impressive.
The lights come on in the club, you start seeing what's really in there.
That first showing was spooky though.
You talking about when Nightwing was jumping around?
I feel like there's like
the one with Batgirl and Mr. Freeze and all that, and the little numbers popping up above the head. That always looks spooky.
BG, let us know when you're done with your grocery list of complaints.
Oh, yeah. The only thing else is I'm enjoying it enough combat wise to keep playing it. So I will. I will beat it. I will beat it and let y'all know.
What are you playing on PC?
Yeah, I'm playing on PC. Yeah.
Have you tried co-op?
No, I don't like to play with niggas.
You are insane to play this by yourself.
I don't like to play with niggas. Y'all know this.
No, I'm the same way, but this game, you might need to play with someone. I don't know. You might need to play this one with someone
I'm good
to get any enjoyment out of it.
Fox original slogan: "It's good to play together."
Pause. How's the performance? I saw some 30-90 struggles for some people. Though.
Yeah, like I said, once you get into the city, the performance drops off. But they got DLSS in there, and I'm still getting like 70, 80 frames on my 3070 Ti, 1440p. Yeah, I don't know what that. I think that guy probably like maxed out every single thing, like ray tracing. I don't put ray tracing on, right? Like, what am I doing putting ray tracing on a 70 Ti anyway, right? So I think he had everything maxed out, including ray tracing and all that stuff. I don't got that shit on. So it is what it is, man.
Tony, you want to go, or am I the only other person that played this?
Nah, you the only one. You go ahead.
Okay, so yes. I don't even want to imagine what the combat feel like. I'm using Nightwing, and apparently he's supposed to be the fastest hitter. So I can't even imagine how you playing Batgirl and other people.
Hey, Smoove, you got some background noise, bro.
Other than the frame rate drops, bro, you get frame rate drops in the menu. If you turn your character looking at this outfit, you get frame rate drops. Like I'm playing with Takeoff. I'm actually playing it right now. And Takeoff and I are crawling through this game. The frame rates are terrible. Like you get on a motorcycle, you about to look at a PowerPoint. Like it's literally chopped and screwed every time you go somewhere.
And you guys are
Where
talking
you playing
about
it? Where you playing it? Where you
I'm
playing
playing
it?
on PS5.
Oh, you actually bought it for? Oh my god,
bro! It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing to play. It ain't nothing to play right now. But
I wouldn't have bought that on consoles. Yeah.
Little stuff like the motorcycle camera way too close. I don't think you could change that. There's certain things in this game where I don't think they truly thought about how this is gonna be broken. An example would be there are these challenges where you can get these little lights in succession. So it's like, okay, you got 20 seconds to get all these lights, right? And you'll unlock a little whatever. If you're playing co-op multiplayer, the timer only starts when you hit that first one, right? It shows you where all of them are. So literally, we're staring at it and say, okay, let me zip line over here, and then when you press that, we collect it in like 3 seconds because you're supposed to do it in succession, but you can literally grab them in any order, and you don't have to have a starting point. I don't think they thought that through when they was making this game because we haven't had to do. We're literally just doing it like a cakewalk. But yeah, this game, there are a few things that I did like. The police lights indicates there's trouble in the city. I don't know if you noticed that, BG. But say if there's like a little fight or something or activity, you could be on a random building, and in the corner of the map, you'll see red and blue lights from the cops. I think that's a cool little detail. There's no inactive disconnects. Usually in most games, if you don't move, it'll just disconnect you. I went to go get Waffle House and then went and got gas, and I came back and we were still in the menu just staring at each other till I got back. So that's pretty good. I think other no tether. Oh yeah, that's pretty much all I have for good things. The police lights and no disconnect.
Hey, one thing though, how do you think it would play with in 4 people co-op?
Oh no.
Oh, that's another thing. Oh, terrible. It's terrible with 2. Another thing. The zip line, bro, the zip line is not accurate. It's not, bro. You will spend like, if I'm trying to get to one building, it'll take me like 3 or 4 times to get to the right thing. Like you'll be just zip, 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 zip everywhere except for the
I
spot
didn't have that issue. But
the character blocking is terrible. The movements of the character, you trying to crouch into this ductwork, you literally staring at it because you trying to move your analog, and it's like dead zone.
I hate the way Robin zip lines. The animation of it looks stupid, but funny. But what's actually good in this game? The combat animations are very like thorough. Like those.
They're slow.
No, but I'm not talking about like necessarily the movement of it. I'm talking about the full animation. Like you can see the full like movements, every step of it, and they're very elaborate. You know, like because their moves are mad theatrical. So they're doing like this roundhouse shit, and it's a whole full animation. So the combat animations look really fucking good.
I got a perfect example. Remember on Red Dead 2 how you could be walking into something and your finger will literally go left, right, trying to get around it, and he doesn't move. It's almost like you have to back up like a truck and drive around the fence. That's how they move in this game. Like you literally have to. It's like tank controls with a dude. It's ridiculous. And there's no fall damage. Is that somebody told me that's in all Arkham games?
Yeah, Batman can't get hurt from fall damage, right? Yeah. Because his cape stops him. But these niggas don't got that. They just there's just no fall damage.
Well, it depends on the character. Like Nightwing, he shoots a little jet propeller out of his arm to keep him from hitting the ground hard. Okay. Yeah, this game is trash. It wouldn't have been bought if there was anything else to play.
There was plenty other shit to play. What's wrong with you?
What?
The COD campaign, Mario Rabbids.
Come on, bro.
You could have been one.
I guess for me, you got to mention how weird it is to get in co-op.
A Plague's Tale, Requiem, that just came out too, right?
Oh, John just DM'd me and said, mention how weird it is to get in co-op. So we actually figured it out, John. You literally just have to do a training module. So once you do the first mission, if you're trying to do multiplayer, you got to do the first mission. You got to read a newspaper on the desk next to Alfred. And then you got to go do the training module on sneak takedowns, and then multiplayer will unlock for you. But they doesn't tell you that. It'll just be like, progress further in the story. And you like, nigga, how? Like, when do I get to unlock multiplayer? So do the first mission and newspaper training module. You'll be able to get it.
Yeah. I probably will never play co-op. So unless they put one of those wave of enemy modes,
Wait a minute. You know, BG? Okay. So their ambition to make this game untethered co-op is holding this game back, and you will not play it in co-op.
Absolutely not.
Ooh, that hurts.
I told y'all. Listen, I do not
grab his stomach.
I do not like playing co-op games with other people. There's rare exception, but I don't like doing it. Remember, listen, y'all still call me crazy because I beat Borderlands 2 completely by myself.
You're mentally challenged.
That was one of the greatest games ever to play by yourself. But y'all think I'm crazy for doing it.
That game boring as hell.
Ain't nothing boring about Borderlands 2. Y'all are nuts.
You're fucking crazy.
There is nothing boring about Borderlands 2,
Borderlands
Jack.
games is fucking boring.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You was playing some dirty indie game just because it had your namesake.
You was slapping your name, listening to Handsome Jack tail. You was listening to claptrap tail jokes and slapping your knee. Get the fuck
and Handsome Jack is a great boss and enemy. Antagonist.
Jack was handsome.
He's a great one. He is. He's
Did you okay? Quick question. Did you play and beat Borderlands 3?
I didn't finish that one.
Why not?
That one, the classes were weird. I beat the other ones. The classes in Borderlands 3 just was weird for some reason. But I might go back to it. I beat like what was the pre-sequel? Whatever they call that dumb shit. I beat that one. I beat the other one.
That's worse than 3.
Them classes. I didn't like those classes, man. I even beat Tiny Tina this year. Also,
listen, I've been saying this for the past a year and a half. We are severely lacking in co-op multiplayer games. So it gets to the point where if a game like Gotham Knights come out, my homies that we be playing co-op games, we gotta eat that. Pause, but we gotta eat that. Like, this is the only co-op game that's out there. Like, this is the only thing that we can play. Unfortunately.
Well, yeah. So that's what's up with Gotham Knights.
Chill.
Yeah. You can do the super chat break now, Jack.
All right, hold on. I gotta load them up. Why this shit be moving so slow? Do one more topic. I gotta load these bitches up. This shit actually.
All right, cool. Might as well talk about Mario Rabbids. Sparks of Hope. Am I the only one who played it? Probably, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so let me talk about it. Because y'all know I like I like my XCOM style, strategy RPG games, and
RPG guy.
And this is what if you played the original, which was Mario plus Rabbids Battle Kingdom, this is the sequel. Like I said, strategy RPG game just with the Mario characters. They've overhauled the combat system with this one, right? So typically how these XCOM style games play is it's like a board game essentially, and you have tiles and you can move to certain tiles, you can take cover, half cover, full cover, and you do certain attacks, and each attack each act takes up a certain amount of performances that you can do during your turn and all that shit. That's how the game's typically played. They overhauled this, where I think they probably did it because even though the first game sold well, I think Nintendo fans are not that receptive to that type of strategy game. So now they've changed the combat in this one, so it plays more like just a 3D Mario game, where you have to do everything manually. Because like I said, the first one was like just menu commands. Like, okay, you want to move here, you put in a command to move there, you select the tile. You want to attack, you select. It's menu shuffling like an RPG. You select what you want to do, you're not actually doing it. In this game, they've changed it up so you're actually doing it. You want to move, you're actually moving manually now around the battlefield. You want to do a jump attack, like Mario has a jump attack where he can jump off of one of his teammates and then land on an enemy to do damage. You have to do all that shit manually now. So that's how they've changed it up. And I was torn on it at first because I'm like, damn, I don't think it's better, but I don't think it's worse. I just think it's different. If I had a choice, I'm definitely playing the old style because like I said, I love XCOM. So if I had a choice, I'm playing that style. But this one is still just as fun. It's just a little bit more interactive. And you just have your, each character has their specialties, their special moves and everything like that. Princess Peach or Rabbid Peach, she can heal. Mario has his dual blasters. He can attack different enemies at the same time. Rabbid Mario, he can do all of them have dash attacks, but he can do an explosive dash attack where enemies within the area of effect will be damaged too. And the sparks from Sparks of Hope, obviously, they're like these stars essentially that you can use in battle, and they all have specific abilities. Like one could be fire, another one could be a toxic attack, an electric attack, different shit like that, and you assign them to each one of the characters. There's 7 characters in the game right now. I think you probably unlock more as you go through the different worlds. And you could select whichever characters you want to take into battle. Right now, I would say so. I just completed the first world. I would say the game feels a bit easier, noticeably easier than the first one. I feel that way.
Dollars to Donuts, what would you rate it out of 10?
Oh, right now, a 9.
Yeah. Wow.
I love these type of games though, so I'm biased. This is my shit. If I could play these games all day, I
Wait, you're giving Gotham Knight a 9?
No, we're talking about Mario Rabbids, sir.
Hey, Bo, where you been at? Hold on, what's going on?
I was on a work call. I'm sorry.
All right.
No,
I got a question.
Yeah.
BG. Y'all don't think, for me, this has always been the case. I always thought that was the weirdest crossover transition when I saw Mario and Sonic, but when I saw Mario and Rabbids, y'all don't think that's one of the weirdest crossovers ever with video games?
No, yeah, look, Mario does everything. Nigga, go-karts, he parties, he plays basketball.
Have y'all ever seen other games, also, a Jimmy Neutron and Timmy Turner type thing, where it's why are you?
It was in what's called it? You know that, Alex? NBA Street 2. NBA Street 2.
Oh, on the GameCube, right?
Yeah, he was on the GameCube version, right? Yeah,
that's pretty fucking weird too. If you think
I think GameCube also had 3 little women in it. They had a girl group that PS2 didn't have as well, I think.
The Rabbids.
Oh, I know you're talking about
the Rabbids in this game.
I was talking about myself.
I do think it's weird because bro, I'm literally looking at Princess Peach version of the Rabbids. It looks like some like a drag character. This is literally what it looks like, bro. It looks weird. So I kind of got to ignore that fact and just necessarily enjoy the game for what it's goofy. Obviously, it's goofy, but I just got to enjoy the game for what it is and the strategy and the combat aspect. And it's like I said, it's just it's really fun. It's good, man.
I was just wondering because when you see Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Daxter and them, that makes sense because for years they've been putting each other little stuff in their games and Easter eggs and whatnot.
This will definitely be I've only beaten I think 14 games so far this year. I'm probably gonna end off with maybe 17, 18. But this is definitely gonna be in my top 10. Yeah, I think if you interested in strategy games, you definitely need to give this a shot. Buy the first one, try the first one out. I mean, Nintendo still got the first one for $60, so it doesn't even fucking matter.
Crazy.
But yeah, I love the shit. It's fun. I love the abilities, the worlds, and the battlefields. They've changed it up, the complexity of it a bit. So they've upped their game. And yeah, it's crazy because Ubisoft's best game is a Nintendo game. All that other shit Ubisoft making is trash. The best game they're making is actually for Nintendo. It's tragic.
Y'all know what game we need back? Rayman. Y'all ever used to play Rayman?
I played it.
I wasn't
crazy about it.
I remember when people used to say I looked like a rabbit.
Oh wow!
Oh, wow. Okay.
And now I got the best teeth on the podcast.
Hey
yo, that is funny.
I can see it too now that you say it. That's crazy.
But now I got the best teeth on the podcast. It's all good. It's all good. They got nothing. They got nothing left. I mean, all I need to do is make some cyberpunk knee enhancements, and we'll be good.
Yeah.
That
So yeah, highly recommend Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Loving the game. It's gaming season. Games are out, y'all. And by the way, remember I told y'all that, see, we be talking about actual games on here, the games that come out. I told y'all on other podcasts, 5 games could come out in 1 week. And these motherfuckers will spend 3 minutes talking about all those games. But they'll spend a whole fucking hour talking about this acquisition shit.
Bro. I'm not finna have you disrespect the Planet Xbox while
I'm not talking about no specific podcast. I'm just
okay,
listen. All I'm saying, test my theory. Go listen to a bunch of podcasts this week and next week. See how much time they spend talking about video games versus some bullshit like acquisitions. Okay, just see. And mind you, like 5 games came out this week. So all the conversations should be around video games, right? Because we're gaming podcasts. Check them podcasts. Let's see how much they talk about games. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, Jack.
Well, hold on. What did you say before? There's tons of games out now for people.
Well, just this week, like 4 or 5 games came out. A Plague's Tale Requiem came out. Mario Rabbids came out. Call of Duty Modern Warfare campaign came out. Gotham Knights, if you want to count Uncharted Legacy of Thieves, the PC version, and Persona 5 Royale, and Tales from the Borderlands. That's like 7 games came out this week. These podcasts ain't gonna talk about none of them shits. They gonna talk about them for 3 minutes and they gonna move on. That's all I'm saying.
You playing Tales from the Borderlands?
Hell no. I'm just saying. It came out.
It's such a great game. Why you ain't playing it?
Hell no.
Yeah. Also, it's
I'm like Borderlands out. I think that. I mean, I know the franchise definitely has seen a surge in popularity again because of Tiny Tina, but like,
has
for me to get, yeah, it has. They're like making her like her own spinoff and everything.
That must be the weird people that. Oh, go ahead.
For me to get back into that, I think that whole game needs an entire overhaul.
I don't play any of those Tales games. I don't like any of them. Tales from the I don't like none of that shit.
Borderlands 3 felt like a Borderlands 2, and I know it's the style of the way they operate, but even the mission structure, like we all know it's gonna be a moment where we ride the cars to this, do this, the big, like it's cutting. It's what's the word I'm looking for?
Copy paste.
Cardboard, yeah, cookie cutter.
Formulaic.
It is, but the formula itself is fun. You feel me? Because of the guns and because of the outrageousness of the guns. But I don't know. I feel like a Borderlands 4 might be the nail in the coffin. Because you know, Borderlands 3 was the first time we actually went in a vault. You never went in a vault for 3 games.
And that's what they were searching for. Yeah.
Vault
and that's the thing. And the vault had the worst loot in the game. You would open the vault, it's a bunch of green weapons.
The vault was like the basement in Attack on Titan.
Bro, you kill this main boss, you open the vault, it got some iridium and some green and blue guns. Nigga, we got purple and orange just to get in here. Like, I don't know where the hell was that with that.
All right.
What's the story of this Mario Rabbids game, by the way?
Oh, come on, but that's the other thing I was gonna say. Come on, it's a Mario game, so it doesn't have to have a real story. This is what I be telling people.
Like, what's the premise though? Like, there's got to be a reason.
Yeah. Okay. So
bastards are fighting with you.
So in the first game, you get sucked into this virtual world, and you get in like this other dimension, and that's how you get mixed up with the Rabbids. And in this one, you start out already Mario's with the Rabbids and all that shit, and then some creature of darkness comes and pollutes the world, and
creature of darkness sucks you up.
Yeah, it's literally, that's the plot. Some darkness has taken over, and you gotta cleanse the darkness. It's typical Mario, good versus evil shit. That's what I be saying. Like,
that
these
shit
games
sounds like a fucking night in Brooklyn.
No, brother.
BG was playing this, was going, no. So the darkness came up.
So Nintendo games don't have to have a story. We know this. It doesn't. And by the way, I will say, the visuals look pretty clean. I even, because I don't play handheld. I play on a TV. And even for being blown up on a TV, the visuals look better than I expected. So yeah, there's that. But like I said, Nintendo don't got to hold up to all these metrics other consoles do. Yeah, because the game, I think, what is this game currently rated? I think it's like a high 80 on Metacritic.
Wow.
And I guarantee you, the story is not factored into it. So.
Oh my god, I don't know. There's like a horror movie in my building right now. All I hear is like wheelchair sounds, like scraping around my door. I don't know what the fuck.
Are you in a retirement home? Where are you?
No. I don't know. Maybe fucking Tony moved in next. I don't know.
Oh my god. That's the second time this podcast.
Super chat. Super chat, Jack.
No, I meant Yokio Tony. What are you guys talking about?
You said wheelchairs and skirt sounds like he had Need for Speed. We thought you was talking about
Tony Polanco's in a wheelchair, so that's.
Oh well, you guys are awful for making that joke.
Oh, we're awful. We're awful.
Yeah, this dude is crazy.
We're awful.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I got bad legs. Why would I make fun of somebody with bad legs?
You can still.
Exactly.
I was about to make. Never mind. I don't want to go that far.
Go ahead, Jack.
I was about to go.
Go ahead. You let Jack do super chats. Go ahead.
All right, super chat break. We got Roy. He says, "Pass my first GCP cert, so y'all take these coins. Congratulations, my guy."
What's a GCP?
I'm not sure.
Some accreditation. Let me see.
Fear is the greatest motivator. Said, "If booty wasn't meant to be ate, how come it's already cut in half?" Great question. That's fine.
Wow.
That was fun.
Let's move mom along.
Wow. He just said, "Hold up."
That's an after dark question. Yeah.
Jazzy Jefferson. Blandrew wants an apology for being slandered over this Bayonetta voice actor controversy. Sorry, Blandrew. My name is Legato. Said best pod on YouTube. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, sir.
We have Dream Cap Guy. It says Microsoft should make a potato-themed Xbox Series S console. I agree.
Oh, are we talking about that today?
Yes. We can get into it right after this.
We talked about that last week, didn't we?
No, it was new shit. This is new
All
shit.
right, cool.
Yeah.
Toxic Radio TM06 says Smoove spent 48 hours in the first palace in Persona 5, which usually takes 5 to 10 hours. I wish Morgana Days was still around to cook them Xbox dudes capping now. Smoove did not take 48 hours to beat that.
And see, this is why I think he's not going to beat it, Jack. Because in the amount of time it's going to take Smoove to beat it, is it really worth $60 to spend all that time? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
This motherfucker going to spend like 200 plus hours trying not to spend $60.
Did it really take you 48 in-game hours to beat that first palace move?
No. Somebody, I don't know who said that, but no, like, because I responded to somebody because he wanted to talk shit about the percentage of, I guess he just got through like Palace 4 and it said like it was under 1%. And I'm like, dude, the game just came. Like, I was on Xbox like 2 days ago. I was like, I'm still on Palace 1 the game. But the thing is, I didn't take 48 hours. I only got, according to the my load, I only have 12 hours in the game.
Are you already through the first
I was not even going to remind Smoove about the bet. I was just gonna hope like the Halo he was gonna forget about it and had to pay me.
All right, we got Sensei J. Dot. He said, "Thank you, BG, for not having Yajirobe, hashtag Chris, Gorilla University, and Autistic Dark. Keep them Twitter troglodytes off the podcast."
First of all, troglodytes, stop hating on Chris, Doc Dark, and who was the last one? Uni, I guess. Hey,
yeah.
Man, shout out to all them boys. Stop hating on them boys, man.
Then he said, "Shout out to Tony and Alex for keeping their points short and informative." John the Black, one gotta go. Fat or bald people?
He asking Bond? Okay.
Well, he's asking anybody.
I could slap a bald head all day, but a big person gonna be warm. So I don't know. That's
I'm gonna go with bald because I think bald people, they tend to talk too much. they be outspoken, and it's always dumb shit.
You going 1-on-1 with the Undertaker?
Bald people he bald too. Only bald people excel in sports. In every other aspect of life, they're a hindrance.
Oh my God! Imagine if Kevin Durant shave it all off. What he gonna do?
That nigga might become a supervillain. I don't want that.
Fire.
Good segue because KD donated. Huh? What'd you say, sir? Okay. KD donated and said, "Nah, Smoove is right about Persona 5. No one want to do chores in games. The end of RDR2 was whack for the same reason too." I disagree.
I disagree too.
Hold up, you want to do chores?
No, but my whole point is this. I was joking. All these people that complain about Persona, you have to read, you have to go to school, you have to do this and that. Y'all play slave simulators, cutting grass, mowing trees, digging up plants, cleaning cars, power washing houses. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
The whole point of that shit in Persona, are you supposed to get sucked into the story? Like, it's immersive, right? Like, I don't understand how y'all know. Okay, let me see here. We got War Machine guy. He says, speaking of DC, I saw Black Adam movie. It was fire. Okay. Homemade
Anybody else
media.
I'm gonna see it tomorrow.
Not yet.
Homemade media. Bond is missing link between Jackson and Prince. Bond is the missing. Okay, that's fun. King of Games 405 says, this game went gold back in August, I believe, so they could rush to put out the co-op multiplayer next month. Also, WB Montreal was originally working on Suicide Squad game before Rocksteady. That's troubling. John Donuts. Gotham Knights plays like a Ubisoft Montreal game, not a WB Montreal game. As a DC fan, I will still continue to play it. Homemade media again. He says, Gotham Knights, should I wait for a sale or Game Pass?
Both.
Wow.
You should wait. If you want to, depending on what price point you're waiting at, you can get it on CD keys for $40 to $5 right now.
All right.
Wait till I get it. If you're playing on console, wait for that 60 FPS patch.
There's not going to be one.
Somebody got to find a way to do it. I think
there will be.
All right. Techman771 says, the last gen game being exclusive to next gen has usually been a red flag. Gotham Knights is just poorly optimized for all platforms. Homemade media again says Gotham Knights has RTS type graphics. And I think we got some more real quick. Let me see. Let me reload that thing real quick.
You know what Gotham Knights is?
What's
it's the Mass Effect Andromeda of the Batman games.
Ew. All right, we got three more real quick. We got Mafia Quad says, good podcast, guys. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Roy says, GCP stands for Google Cloud Platform. And Ralph says, should have been stipulations on the bet. Smoove cannot be coached through Persona by that Mountain Dew fiend addict. And that's
he said what?
He said you shouldn't be able to get coached. Oh, okay, yeah. You shouldn't be able to get coached by addict.
He hasn't. Addict didn't even know I started the damn game.
That is funny.
Until I told him.
That man should be able to claim you on his taxes because he'd be walking you through everything.
He does not, yo. What is
narratives?
Like,
Smoove, I know all about narratives. It's okay.
Yeah, like there's a ton of me and Addict don't even play the same type of games though. That's the crazy thing.
Why y'all game then? What the hell?
He's still more. He's still better
for review purposes. Like sometimes I'll get access to a game that's like lit, and so would he. And then that would be that game. Like if there's like a common game that we would like play, like for example, let's say if we're not game sharing on PlayStation, but let's say if we were, like obviously one of us would be getting God of War, right? Of course. So that's like a default, like all right, somebody's getting this game, right? But yeah, like these other games, I venture off a lot into different types of games, and I find gems. Like so, like for example, I went in on the Hystericals. I don't even think he touched the Hystericals.
Okay.
Welp.
Let me ask you a question. How you brought that up? God of War. Are you and BG game sharing?
Me and Jack?
Yeah, or are you buying it individually?
Oh, we're game sharing, but I've also I bought another copy for somebody, so I guess.
All right, so here's my next question. You all be loving the game share, right? So doesn't that mean you're part of the problem with why PlayStation's bringing their games to PC?
No.
I just
inadvertently, Jack, you created your own biggest problem.
I just started game sharing this generation.
And Sony just started putting their games on PC this generation.
You know what's funny? Maybe if they weren't doing it, I would feel obligated to buy the games.
But,
they reacted to you. You game shared first.
But,
actually, I didn't. But I feel now that Bond mentioned, I feel no obligation to buy a PlayStation game ever again.
But God of War was the best-selling PlayStation game last generation anyway, and they still put it on PC anyway.
They allow us to do it.
God of War 2018. I bought the game twice. It was supposed to come in from the post office. They would try to delay my joint. I walked to the post office, came back home, repurchased it. Then they delivered it right after I rebought it. I bought 2 copies of The Last of Us Part 1. Like,
there's nothing we could have done to stop God of War or any of these games from going to PC anyway.
I buy multiple copies of these games that I fuck with, but I really don't feel obligated to do that either. I'm gonna be real with you.
Listen, hold on. We went from them saying that these games will only be next gen PS5 to cross gen and PC. In a matter of time, it took y'all niggas the game share.
Nah,
they see the numbers.
If 20 million isn't gonna stop you from putting your game on PC, then nothing will. So like, what's the point of me not game sharing with Jack?
Exactly.
Like they sold 20 million.
They don't matter. They see you game sharing.
Oh, they enabled it. They allow it. It's their system.
Just like PC gamers pirating. Yeah, you sold 10
No,
million,
that's
but
not the
people
same.
still pirating.
They literally welcome game sharing. There's an option to share your games with another.
It's not like we're hacking or something. PC dudes are literally stealing.
This is a program they implemented for people to utilize.
Like me and Jack literally go into a system within the PlayStation to do this.
It's supposed to be implemented for niggas with kids.
No, that's not true. Because wait. If that was true, because they also have a system where you could put a younger person on your PSN account, because kids technically legally cannot make a PSN account unless they have their parent permission.
On top of that, Jack,
go ahead.
On top of that, they would just look at the age of the account, and then they would block it out or not. So
they did, and that's when they said we're putting our games on PC.
No, they don't, because I'm a grown man and I'm able to game.
We know what you're doing, Bond, but it ain't gonna work.
Y'all create your own problem.
It ain't gonna work. First of all, it's not a problem for me because I want these games on PC. So either way,
true.
Okay.
Yeah, they welcome game sharing.
BJ.
That was literally a promotional stunt they pulled back when PS4.
When he passed the game to him or something.
Exactly, they want you to.
But that was really DRM. That wasn't.
But still though.
All right, Xbox Series S developers claim many studios are asking Xbox to drop mandatory Series S compatibility. So here's the story. So VFX artist Ian McClure made a claim on Twitter in response to a comment from Jeff Gersman, and he said he thinks the whole Xbox Series S is holding back next-gen games argument doesn't hold up. And Ian McClure, who works for, I saw it somewhere here, Bossa, I think he works on that Surgeon game, that Surgeon Simulator game, right? Yep. He said that he responded and said, blah, 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 blah. It might sound broken, but the reason you are hearing it a lot right now is because many developers have been sitting in meetings for the past year, desperately trying to get Series S launch requirements dropped. So last week we heard about that developers calling Xbox Series S a potato. I think a few years back there was another developer who said something negative about the S, and now this is the latest guy who's saying they want the requirements to that you have to make a game for the S, with its technical limitations. They want that dropped. So, and then there was because last week there was also that argument about like is Gotham Knights being held is the reason why it's 30 frames because of the S. So there was that whole shit. So there's a huge blame going on for the Xbox Series S right now. Smoove, I'm gonna go to you. Do you believe these developers is the Xbox Series S being a bottleneck and an albatross, their words, for gaming?
I think it's all cap, especially that Surgeon Simulator, dude. It's all cap. Where are all these developers? Some of these little small-time developers need to stop lying as if they're this ultimate developer committee where all devs from all over the place come together and discuss about consoles and platform development. Nah, nigga, it's probably a couple bums fresh out of DeVry University, talking about like, okay, well, we don't know how to optimize around it. This is just so weak because they don't know how to optimize games. They're so used to putting games on PC and letting a freaking user do all the optimization that they can't handle console gaming. A lot
the
of
dude
these
from last
dudes
week
are,
was from Rocksteady, by the way, just to put that out there.
the Rocksteady one, but yeah, but I'm talking about the Surgeon Simulator dude. But
Okay.
a lot of those developers literally like make games for PC, and a lot of them are now like this generation of porting to consoles because these consoles are PC like. But in terms of like this whole Xbox Series S holding things back, like I talked about this multiple times. Like there's been developers that highlighted things. They highlighted like the memory. They highlighted things where Series S is tough to work around. And a lot of those developers, especially in the earlier days when the specs first got revealed, a lot of those main developers that came out early, they all produced games that took advantage of the Xbox Series S, meaning they were able to hit their resolution and frame rate targets or even hit 120 frames per second. Now, Gotham Knights got no room. You look at it, the game is running on a last gen engine. It has last gen like middleware that they made the game with. I have no clue why that game is running 30 frames per second. And for the fact, the game runs best as far as console-wise on the Xbox Series S. Riddle me that. Not sure. Now, the Surgeon Simulator thing, I don't care. I mean, a lot of people who've made simulation games, you know, Power Wash Sim and all that stuff, they've made games that was able to run perfectly fine on all the consoles. I don't know why this is like has just like come back, but a lot of people are trying to feel vindicated. It took fucking 2 years for them to bring up a Series S problem after 2 years of the Series S pushing games at 120 frames per second, pushing games at 60 FPS per second. Sure, they don't look as good as the PS5 version or the Series X version, but that was the whole purpose. It's supposed to be a cheaper version of these next-gen consoles, but it's supposed to play next-gen games at a lower resolution, and it's doing that. We have not really seen proof of the Series S holding anything back because 85% of the games, probably even more, that have released have all been cross-gen, meaning they're playable on the base Xbox One and PlayStation 4. The Xbox Series S has not yet even been tapped to. The PS5 haven't had its power tapped into. The Series X, none of that. So we haven't even seen a situation where it's like, okay, this is what the Series S can and can't handle. Because none of the shit that they have in these series consoles has actually been used. Developers won't even seem to use FSR for some reason on consoles. I don't know why.
Can we be real though?
Yeah.
Can we stop denying that cross-generation games hold back games? Like, bro, it's getting old, bro. I like analogies. Let's use an analogy, right? Let's say you're a teacher. You have 15 honor students in your class, and they add 1 or 2 mentally retarded people. They suffer from a mental retardation, and they tell you
have 15 PlayStation gamers and 2 Xbox gamers.
So, but the requirement is everybody in the class got to pass the test with a certain, like a 80 or a 90. Wouldn't that be harder when you add the 2 mentally retarded people? Wouldn't that be harder? Yeah. So the last generation consoles are in the Xbox Series S are mentally retarded people, for lack of a better term.
So you got to lower the bar.
You got to lower what's on the test.
I don't know why I even got to say all it. Like, it's common fucking when you have to develop for more, it's more difficult. If you're developing something for one person, it's easier. When you have to develop it for everybody, it makes it more difficult, right? Like, I don't understand. If you make a game for one able-bodied person, you ain't got to put in no accessibility options. But when you got to make a video game accessible for everybody, you got to make a slew of options. You see how that work? I don't understand why people can't fucking put 2 and 2 together, bro. It's getting on my fucking nerves, bro. This is common goddamn. The fact that this is an argument in 2022 is fucking ridiculous. I just got to be honest, bro. It's a reason they don't still make VHS and cassette tapes, okay? It's a reason for that.
So what you're saying is it's not about the weaker hardware. It's about developing on different hardware in general.
Exactly. It's just lowering it's lowering the fucking ceiling of what you can do with something. It just is.
So I think from what I've seen, right, people are a lot more because remember, just like a year and a half ago, there was a lot more people who didn't want to accept that older hardware, weaker hardware held games back. I've seen even most of the Xbox dudes like accept that shit because they were all about scalability, everything is scale. Now even them, I've seen them widely accept it, right? But the thing is, and I'm not saying the Series S is holding it back, but because the Series S is technically a current gen console, I think they want to push back on that because they don't want to look at the Series S as possibly being able to do that. They'll concede and admit to the One X and S holding back gaming because it's older, right? That's actually old hardware from last generation. But the S is current, so they don't want to concede that. Like I said, I'm not saying it's true, but they're gonna push back on you when it comes to that one now.
Well, let's look at this from a different perspective. Here's a question you know the answer. What is sold more, the S or the X?
S.
Okay.
That could be the problem then. When there's more people that own the weaker machine than the higher end machine.
And
I mean, that's true.
And I'm not saying that I don't know if it's a bottleneck now, right? I'm not saying I completely, because if this guy is saying that like several developers are also saying this, I don't know if he lines. A couple of them got to be saying it, right? Because we've heard multiple cases and reports of this, so there are some of them saying it, right?
I DM'd you last week, didn't he?
Yeah. About that dude, and y'all know him. He's in the community. He's an actual developer and everything like that. And
you get him on here.
He's been on before, but
you want again?
No, I mean I can't.
Get him on the carousel.
Yo, what? Come on,
Mr. C.
Come on. And I'm not like, even if the Series S is not a bottleneck now or a problem now, I definitely think it will be eventually. All of these consoles are eventually, right? That happens. So the Series S is going to become a problem faster than the X and the PS5. That inherently happens. Like it happens like, I would say a little bit past halfway through the gen, right? That usually starts to occur. There's already a report that the dev kits for the Pro consoles have already started going out. And that's normal because we're about to be 2-3 years into the generation. We usually get those about 4 or 5 years into the generation. So they're already trying to upgrade the hardware, from these consoles. So, and then when you got the Pros out, that's another shit that's going to make the S even more obsolete. So, hey man, people love that S though. It's cheap. They love it. It could do 120 frames, even though the game looks like shit. Hey man.
So here's the thing. I look at the Series S as Xbox 360 owners that use the Wi-Fi adapter. Your welfare gaming trash that's holding gaming back. I could not stand when people would play Street Fighter back when I was heavy into it over Wi-Fi. That's why I didn't want to play that show on the PS3, because they had Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
So really, I mean, here's the biggest issue. If the S's outnumber the X, they're developing for the S in mind first, not the X. That's just the endless truth.
Yeah. I mean, because what did I say? I said that the S is just it's just a fast trash can. Because that's how I described it. It's a fast trash can, right? Because people love to brag, it's capable of 120 frames and all this, and it could do this and it could do that. I'm like, yeah, it could do all this shit, but like, bro, the games look terrible. Like, to begin with, a lot of these games are obviously running at a lower resolution, some a lower frame rate, I think. And like I said, even if you go to 120 frames, the game, what resolution is it running at? 1080p? I'm sorry, I don't want to play I don't care if, and it's so funny, these console dudes. Like, suddenly you niggas are so happy to sacrifice resolution for frames? Bro, since when are y'all willing to do that? Before, you niggas would have killed your mother for all that resolution. Y'all would have sacrificed y'all mother for every piece of pixel you can get. Now y'all now suddenly y'all willing to make trade-offs for fucking frames? I'm not saying that's the wrong choice, but when did this happen with y'all? And I'm just
to me, it depends on the game. It depends on the game. Like,
no, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
I'm not willing to trade off neither, really.
I mean, if you had to trade off, what would you trade?
Resolution. Oh, the resolution. But
exactly.
But see, being that I play on PC, if I have to make that trade, I'm just gonna get that game on PC. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm okay with that trade to an extent. But I'm not going down to 1080p. I'm not going below 1440p. That's what I'm saying.
And the only time I've ever gone down to 1080p is like Flight Simulator.
Cause like these 120 frames games y'all be playing on the S, like, yeah, I really don't know what resolution y'all playing at. I know it's really low.
No,
I know this.
Most of them are between. They're between. It depends on the game. Most of them are at like 1080p though.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. And then on top of that, okay, like the settings, like the textures and all that shit is probably like mostly low settings, the equivalent to like what would be low settings on PC. I'm not playing at that. So that's why I call it. It's running at 120 frames. But it's a fast trash can. It's moving fast, but it's ugly. Like, so I'm good on that, bro.
The imagery, BG, nice.
I really wish they called it the Xbox W. that would have made my day.
1080p looks perfectly fine. On what? A Switch?
No, we passed that, man. Come on now.
It definitely don't look good. You put 1080p on an OLED TV.
Game should be 1440p at minimum, man. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally 1440p, but they should never even, because Switch is even running at 1080p. Their shits are 720p.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, hey man, we'll see what the temperature is with the Xbox Series S moving forward. We'll see what they say. Okay, what else we got? Modern Warfare 2 campaign came out, and I didn't even know about this, right? I literally the day of, I was like, what are people talking about? I'm like, how I had no idea, because I don't really pay attention to Call of Duty like that, that closely. But I had no idea that the campaign was coming out the day it was coming out. I didn't even know they were releasing it separate from the multiplayer, which is really smart, because most people don't even, when the multiplayer and the single player come out at the same time, most people don't even touch the COD campaign. That shit just sits untouched like an unwanted woman, so.
We know there's no such thing as an unwanted woman, sadly, with all these fucking simps out here.
But yeah, they put all this money and budget into these single player games, and they tired of you niggas not playing it and going straight to the multiplayer. So they came up with which is what a smart idea. Release it like 2 weeks before the multiplayer. So niggas would be like, well, I might as well beat it. And I've been playing it, and I gotta say, I honestly feel that Call of Duty, Activision should lean into or create like a spin-off of Call of Duty that focuses on like a almost like a strategic Call of Duty as far as like clearing houses, CQC, close quarters combat, right? Because if
Rainbow Six,
pretty much, I think they should do their.
Hold on, you skipped and ducked that game.
No, I was late for the multiplayer. And it doesn't, and Siege doesn't have a single player. If it had a single player, I would play it. I was too late to the multiplayer to get into it. But
yeah, you tripping? Ain't that multiplayer not even one where you get a certain level and you unlock new stuff?
Nah, but niggas got the drop on me. They know how the map. They know the maps, the weapons, the character. They know too much.
You're not about to start knowing everything. You got to start somewhere.
I don't like niggas getting the drop on me, bro.
Stop the podcast.
Tangent. This is a tangent, sir.
I thought you were the gaming god.
Brother.
Jack, is that not what we were told?
I was told this. Yeah.
Now, gods don't sit up here and say, "Oh, I'm too late to the party." Gods say the party don't start till I get here.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Fire. It was a banger. I like that one.
So what's going on, BJ?
I don't like to get to the party late. I'm gonna be real. If I get to the party late, I'll let somebody else be the god. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, so me. Okay.
Yeah, you could be the siege
now,
god.
now imagine Kratos rolling up and say, "You know what? I'm late. I'm gonna let somebody else be the god of war."
Good week. Imagine Kratos saying that.
Yeah.
Hey man, it is what it is.
God of War.
It is what
But
it
you know,
is.
speaking of God of War, did anybody ever see that tweet where it was like if Microsoft made God of War?
No.
And it showed like Kratos looking like a cartoon character.
Oh no, but I can imagine.
He looked like Craig the gorilla.
Yeah. And you know why Microsoft makes all these weird looking cartoony games? It's because more people own the S.
Nice connection there. But back to Call of Duty. What I was saying was, like, the best Call of Duty levels and the ones people think are amazing are the ones where you have to like slowly clear houses. Like, what was that level back in the original with the reboot to 2019? Well, it was 2019, right? The reboot, where you literally are just going through this really tight hallway and house with corridors, and you don't know what's behind each door. That's like the best mission. Hi, babe. Those are like the best missions.
Oh, look at Mr. B Word over here.
Yeah, she just came in. That's like the best mission in the entire game. And then this Modern Warfare 2 has missions like that, and I'm like, yo, it's the best missions also because it's like tense. You don't know who's behind the door, and then when you play on veteran, it feels like one of those realistic games where if you don't react fast enough, if you don't move properly in this house, somebody could just pop up, kill you one shot instantly. So I think it would be cool if they made like a spin-off kind of that, or just made a lot more levels in their game of that. Because honestly, the early Call of Duties, it was just dudes popping up behind cover. That's all it was. The AI is a lot better in these games. But anyway, so far the campaign is fun. It's cool. The game looks really good. They've changed up the story. This is not necessarily I don't even know if they're calling this a remake. Is it did they consider this a remake?
No, it's a sequel.
You're the expert on it. You tell us, BG.
Oh,
it's not a remake.
But yeah, I know it's a sequel. But so
it's a sequel to the remake, but it's not a remake of the sequel to the original.
So that's what's so confusing, because the first one was a remake. So this wasn't a sequel to that. So you would assume this one is also a remake, but it's not. It's
we just vibing out. Yeah.
it's more more a reimagining, because they've changed up the story a lot. They've kept some story beats, but it's vastly different.
You know what's crazy about this game?
Oh,
we were all on YouTube
whatever.
when this game originally came out. When this game originally launched, it was probably the biggest moment in YouTube gaming, because it was the pivotal moment of the Crumb side.
Okay, so they're
y'all
saying
remember what happened?
What happened?
So the Trade Brotherhood disbanded.
Oh yeah.
Everybody started hating on Revenue Mars. Everybody started getting flagged, and Modern Warfare 2 was the end of YouTube at the beginning of the Crumb side. Pretty much, the YouTube community got a tactical nuke dropped on it, and what was left afterwards was the Crumb side.
Oh yeah, they had y'all niggas in 360 deals with Machinima as well.
Yeah. I mean,
I remember that. Holy crap.
Shit was crazy.
Yeah, so they're saying 2019 was actually a reboot. Okay, so that was technically. I just found 2019 was very close. Like beat for beat, they changed up some things. Yeah, they did change up some levels, but I just found it very close enough to call it a remake. But okay, it was a reboot. So this is the reboot of Modern Warfare 2, and they're following certain story beats, but it's different. Yeah, so the story is good so far. The levels are fun, nicely designed. Some of it be weird. I hate sometimes they have levels in the campaign that are really, really just for story more than actual gameplay. Like there's like the second level where you're at this dock is literally like 5 minutes. It's like almost like it feels like it's 5 minutes long.
It is a story-based game, though. You got to.
But you don't get
he want his story given to him while he falling down.
No.
You want to pull a gun on the doctor and shoot him in like
but Call of Duty doesn't do that. That's what I'm saying. Call of Duty, if you played Call of Duty campaigns, they've always had good stories. Like, bro, Call of Duty World at War had an amazing story, but you're not gonna find a level that's 5 minutes long. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I haven't
Black Ops has an amazing story. You're not going to find a level that's 5 minutes long. So that's what I'm saying. Some of these levels seems like they're strictly just for a story because, bro, I just got to this level and it's ending. And
I was on the last Call of Duty campaign I even beat.
Yeah, so there's a couple of parts like that where, like, bro, I just got to this level and it joints over already. You know, so it just feels like before you even get to settle into the level and enjoy it, you're already out of there. That's what I'm saying. So, but other than that, yeah, story's good. Graphics, great. Gameplay, it's fun. Even though I hate the multiplayer, I've always enjoyed a Call of Duty campaign.
My SharePlay partner got that game. I'm gonna have to download it.
Yeah. You're part of the problem, Alex.
You're
part of the problem, brother.
Yep. Dick sharing.
Good. What?
Whoa, what you calling it now?
Dick sharing.
Wow.
Okay, now this dude bugging. Okay, let's
wow.
If you talk like this with strangers, I wonder what you and your friends be talking about.
I mean, I don't be licking Steam Decks. I'm sorry.
What?
Wow, that sounded like.
Where did that come from?
Never mind.
You didn't see Alex shirtless looking his Steam Deck?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean that's what the viewer base want to see, man.
I mean, he putting big plastic in his mouth.
Fire.
I'm pretty sure these dudes are gonna start like fucking with dildos on cameras soon. That's the next evolution.
Who played the Plague's Tale Requiem?
No.
Chill.
I have the new one. Isn't as good.
It's on Game Pass, Smoove.
Yeah, of course.
Did you play it?
Smoove, I think you should play that game. It's good. You should play it.
He said he did. Smoove, you want?
Did you finish it, Smoove?
No. It just came out the same day as Persona.
You should. You should beat it so you can make a review on it.
You're looking forward to a review from me?
Yeah.
Aww, that was cute.
Well, Smoove, tell us what you think about A Plague's Tale Requiem.
Well, I'm not quite finished with the game, obviously, but so far, graphically, I think is really, really good. And the first one I thought looked good, but this is an amazing like step up. It is a little disappointed that is 30 frames per second.
Oh, so that rumor was true.
Yeah, it like they got there was an article rebuting it, but it was some BS. The game is 30 or 40 if you play in 120 hertz mode. So,
well, that's all you need according to the PC Master Race.
Oh yeah, yeah. So, but like so far, the game though does start like a lot slower, and I think it's because the game is longer this time around. But trying to think if there's anything. However, you do get into combat a lot quicker in this one, so I don't even know if I totally agree with it. It's just that as far as like with them like wanting to do it, you know how games do a whole lot of sightseeing. They want to show you how everything looks and how
slow walk.
It struggles with that. That's the thing I get annoyed with. But as far as like getting into the action, I felt like it took a while in the Plague's Tale 1 to get like action. I think it was mostly at the start of the game. It was more like, puzzle, where this one there's more engagement with enemies at the earlier into the game. But so far, man, I got no complaints. I want to get back to it, but I want to get to a decent point in Persona where I can go back, finish that game, and still be able to beat Persona in a respectable amount of time. Because this game, A Plague's Tale, is longer this time around. I think the last game was like maybe 12 hours. This one, I think, is shooting at like 24, 25 hours.
Yeah, I'll put a review, Smoove.
But I'm enjoying it so far, and I tried playing it on PC. I couldn't get 60. I gotta tweak the settings a lot to do it, and once I figured out, hey, if I can't get 60 on PC, I'll just play it on Xbox, and that's why I'm playing on Xbox.
Got it on my Xbox.
I got 3070 Ti.
Damn, and you still couldn't get Jesus.
I couldn't get it. I said the first thing I started, I was like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna set it to 1440p and see if I get 60. If I at least, and then once it had me at 35 to 40 frames that I was getting, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to start messing around with this.
Anybody who releases a 30 frames per second game needs to be whipped along with the Xbox dudes that played Persona 8 years later.
But naked, right?
Yeah.
Like,
it's that easy.
This shit is just out of control, man. 2022, we're getting 30 frames per second games. 2022, niggas are playing games that came out when they were in middle school. And they grown ass men now.
Yeah.
And remakes. Don't forget the remakes. Come on now.
Mm-hmm. Anything else about A Plague Tale you want to say, Smoove?
No, I mean, if the barrier to entry to get access to that game is very minimum. It's on Game Pass day one, so I definitely, I do recommend it. It's a good game so far. I haven't run into the troubles that I guess other people have. I think it had like some sort of mix.
Oh yeah, reviews on based on the performance.
Yeah, but yeah.
Right now it's sitting at an 83 on Metacritic, I believe. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, it's hard for me to. I can never get into the first one. I just couldn't do it because it was just slow and not enough combat for me. So won't be playing this one. All right. Nobody played Tales from the Borderland, right? Just wanted to make sure.
Oh heck no!
Wait, it's out and they ain't give me no code.
I got a code. You want it?
Yeah.
I'll send it to you. I don't want that.
Give it to Smoove. Smoove, you gotta play that shit too.
I beat the first one. I'll be willing to play that one.
Yeah, just remind me to send it to you later, because they sent me a code and I was like, yeah, I definitely don't want this joint. Okay, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection came to PC, and not much to say about this. I mean, it's the same old Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy. We done played. Well, I can't say played to death. I've only beaten the game technically once. No, I did. No, I played it twice. I just recently went back and got the platinum for Uncharted 4 because that's like one of my least favorite Uncharted's. So it took me forever to go back and get the plat. So I finally was able to beat it the second time recently. Right now, it's on the lower end of like concurrent players or peak players amongst like the PlayStation games that have gone to PC. I think the highest it hit was like 10K peak. And I'm not surprised by that at all. I've always said like the PC community does not care about Uncharted. I mean, for one reason, for several reasons, but one reason is that, I mean, if you've never had a PlayStation, they've never been able to play the first 3 games. So jumping into the 4th one might be
Why didn't they just release the trilogy first, though?
That was a stupid move.
And they said they confirmed they have no plans to put the trilogy on PlayStation on PC.
That's no.
But
you can't expect somebody to jump in on the 4th game of a continuous story.
I wouldn't do it. So I don't blame anybody else for doing it. And also I just don't. I've always said I get the feeling like PC gamers don't like Uncharted. I feel like they look down on Uncharted, and Uncharted like stands for everything they don't like.
You think they like Tomb Raider?
Yeah, I do.
Now, what's the difference? Because Uncharted is more witty, and
I feel like they look at Uncharted like a very console-like experience.
They think it's a movie.
Yeah, that too. They think it's like this childish console thing.
Which is crazy because they play Just Cause. Only PC niggas play Just Cause, and they play that like it's the best sandbox of all time.
They'll play Just Cause any day over something like Uncharted because PC gamers have this thing. Even if it's not good gameplay, right? They'll play something that's mediocre as long as it's gameplay heavy over something like Uncharted. Now, Uncharted has plenty of gameplay.
They think it's an open box hand where I can do whatever I want. PC gamers love options. If they think they have the option to do something that they're not supposed to do or that they can get away with, that's what they like.
Bro.
I was just about to say that's a personality thing. They literally say like, "I'm gonna put some mod." Like as long as they feel like they're breaking the rules, they're just like, "This game gives me the fuel that I need."
Yeah, like
they're corny.
Bro, we all acknowledge that whatchamacallit is complete. Just Cause is garbage. Like that game is horrible, but PC gamers love it because of that. Look at the cool thing I tried to do for an hour and I pulled it off. It was such freedom, even though the game is garbage.
Look, I put 3 propane tanks on the bridge and it blew
exactly.
up.
Like, and it catapulted me up. It catapulted me to the moon. And listen, if I'm not knocking you for not liking Uncharted, like I said, it's just I'm just explaining why PC gamers don't look they look down on Uncharted for that reason.
I got a hot take, BG, for PC gamers. PC gamers, and this has come from a console gamer's point of view, PC gamers play games so that they can post it on Reddit. They play games for Reddit. That's what they play games for. Half the PC niggas that I ever see play games, they just trying to clip it, put it on Reddit, get some upvotes. These niggas really don't be coming to podcasts nothing with some real good gaming takes. Other than the niggas on here, I never see niggas on Twitter really talk about some gaming takes.
Jay got
Alex from PSP. Can we say PSP anymore?
Yeah,
Prime example.
Yeah. Jay got said, and you could hop in the guest chat if you want. We'll bring you up. He said,
hop in the guest chat. We got some smoke, man.
He said, Indy left out the entire series and they left out multiplayer. I don't think that would make a difference. I still don't think. I still don't think like PC dudes would enjoy that multiplayer at all. I think y'all would hate that multiplayer.
That's fucking broken. They wouldn't have done anything to make it better. It's in a broken state. Like it's fucking trash now.
Like PC, PC gamers are very particular. They are not playing a game like Uncharted or its multiplayer. So I don't think that would make a difference if it was there anyway. And he said, yeah, the entire Tomb Raider series is on PC. Yeah, of course. But either way, y'all.
I think y'all are making excuses. I think the PC gamers will play it just to spite you, PlayStation fanboys.
You're talking about one person, Tick. Tick would do that for
clearly they didn't. They only had 10,000 players.
Well, that's because there's other games that are better and more new now.
I mean, that's true.
Well, Gotham.
Look, I want all PlayStation games on PC to fail, so I'm not mad at this news. I actually like it.
Come on. Like, when did Uncharted 4 come out?
2016.
Exactly. PC niggas. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Every fucking
PC
game,
people aren't like Xbox people. If anybody wanted to play that game, they would have played it 8 years ago or prior. They didn't wait for it to come out 8 years later. Like, oh my god, this game is so amazing. I'm so in love. Like the story's so like, shut up.
Yeah, I was just saying in comparison to God of War. Like God of War. Look, I just looked it up. God of War. Peak players was 60,000. That's 50,000 more than Uncharted. That's what I'm saying. Like because PC gamers, like I said, it's the gameplay thing. God of War, it to them is like more gameplay focused and gameplay heavy. They look at Uncharted like a movie.
I think you're missing the point here. Look, PC gamers will wait
because no God of War game is on PC either.
No, but I'm saying PC gamers will wait. We will agree, but there is a time frame when PC gamers won't wait, and we all know that every PC gamer has at least one console. It's a fact. Yeah, so rather than just waiting forever, they probably played it on the console. Unlike these X-Bones who just want to wait 8 years to play a fucking game.
Got it on my PC and my Xbox.
Like they should be fucking ashamed of themselves. I'm sorry.
But listen, like I said, I'm not knocking y'all for not wanting to try it out Uncharted 4. Like I said, to me, it's among the worst Uncharted game, and y'all didn't get to play the other ones, the first 3. So I'm not mad at y'all for doing that.
I take back what I said. These people don't need to be whipped in public. They need to be shaved bald.
Wow.
Yo. You hated them escaping that nunnery that bad, bro, that you still hate Uncharted 4?
I'm dragging Jay got up to the chat. He got some needy.
It wasn't only that. It was like what, 3 flashbacks in Uncharted 4, I think.
You don't just reminisce once a day? You don't reminisce in your life?
I don't play it.
I don't put it. Those flashbacks were very intricate.
I don't play my memories.
I didn't have a problem with it. Can you not speak, Jay God?
Oh yeah, I got a sir. Okay, now you can speak. You may speak.
God damn.
What's good, brother?
I lost the role and lost the right to speak.
You are black, to be honest.
Keep your hands on the steering wheel, Jay God.
I know at all times with the seatbelt in. Oh, so like with the Uncharted thing, BG, I think you're partially right, but I was on Reddit and they were talking about it being released, and
what I said on Reddit.
That's why I read all my information. I'm not really on Twitter like that, but a lot of people in the PC gaming community were saying that they're bothered that I think it was the game $50, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. They think it should be cheaper because it's missing the multiplayer feature. And correct me if I'm wrong, I never played Uncharted 4, but does it have co-op as well or no?
No.
Yes, they had co-op. They had co-op.
They patched it in. Oh yeah.
So like to them, they're like, well, why buy it at the full price? It's missing things. So that's their take on it. You know what I mean? Is that aligned to what you guys read on Twitter? Or, I don't know.
I think y'all wasn't gonna buy it anyway.
They took that off for the PS5 version as well. They removed the online and co-op functionality.
Yeah.
How did The Last of Us Part 1? I mean, how did The Last of Us Part 1 do on PS5?
It was top 3.
It was like third best-selling game.
Yeah, and BG, you're correct about. I think you're correct about the PC community not wanting to play Uncharted. Like, it's just, I don't think it really resonates well on PC. Personally,
because why would God of War sell? Games? Why would God of War have 70,000 concurrent players and Uncharted have 10? You know, it doesn't connect with them.
Yeah, like maybe they released the entire series. Like maybe maybe it'd be different. I don't know, but just the fact that we got the last installment. Like, what happened before? You know what I mean? So maybe that's why it didn't really sell well. I don't know how well it's sold or not, but I think people are either waiting for a sale or
and also it probably has to do with the modding capabilities. Like, I can't think of any like super fun mods to do, with Uncharted. Yeah, it's like nothing really sounds that fun. But God of War, Spider-Man, they was going crazy with the mods.
They could bring back the fat suit. They could bring back
it's trash.
I can do that, but I don't know.
It's not fun. Black Cat naked in hours.
Like for instance, like the Miles Morales. There's people get upset by that one too. They're charging a full price for the game, and the game's not even like a full game, like hour wise. So if I'm like with them, I'll wait for a sale for like $30.
I think that one's gonna sell well though.
Nah, well, a lot of them are already saying that they're gonna pass it up.
I don't believe them. They're liars.
Hey, I'm just saying what I read. That's all.
I know PC. I know. I study you, specimen. I know y'all.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I know y'all. I knew y'all wasn't gonna buy Uncharted.
Well, that's fine, but that's like not even 1%. So
why would they buy an 8-year-old game if they wanted to play it? Like you said,
God of War is an 8-year-old game.
No, it's just
not 8. Well, not 8, but
Uncharted doesn't resonate. Spider-Man and I think The Last of Us as the top ones they want to play. From what I've read a lot.
Even Days Gone, I think, was higher than this.
Because it's not an 8-year-old game.
Bro, it's literally almost just as old. The age doesn't have nothing to do with it to me. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, it does. Because if you wanted to play it, you could have played it.
Well, Days Gone is only one installment of the game. Like, there isn't like Days Gone Part 2 and 3. So.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't think it has to do with the age of the game. I think it's certain games resonate with PC gamers and certain games don't.
Yeah, because like Persona 4 Golden sold well on PC. And that game's even older than that.
Well, that's because a lot of JRPGs are the best on PC.
Yeah, but that game, it don't need much to run.
Okay, here's the peak concurrent players. God of War was 73,000. Spider-Man was 64,000. Horizon Zero Dawn was 56,000. Days Gone was 27,000. Uncharted 10. Like,
now, remember everybody. He's saying peak concurrent. I mean, everybody playing at one time.
That's the highest amount. At one time.
At one time. That doesn't mean like
that's not sales.
Sold. Yeah, exactly.
That means the sales are obviously higher than what the peak was at the highest point. But like I think Miles Morales might come around a little bit lower than Spider-Man, like maybe 40, 50.
If it goes on sale, maybe not.
For Halo right now.
Oh, brother.
I watched Crobat's video, man.
Oh, that video was good.
That shit was like, damn. It took me for like my whole 4-year period of Halo. Like throughout college, I was like, damn, those were the days. And now those days are gone.
Indeed.
Now Halo is nothing but some fat, obese bitch that peaked in high school that nobody wants to talk to anymore.
People still calling me Knockout City from college, bro. That's so annoying, bro.
Shut up.
All right, well, you guys done with the PC Uncharted topic or not?
Yeah, we about to move on.
All right.
Rev his kid got a cameo in that video.
In Uncharted?
No,
in a
video. Yeah,
I gotta check it out. I gotta check it out again. I probably missed that part.
That might have been the most depressing video in YouTube history, right there.
What's up, man?
We got a super chat video. We got a super chat directed towards you.
What'd I do this time?
It says, "I'm J God. What does cap mean, old uppity ass ninja?"
Like a baseball cap? Or ball cap? What we talking about here?
Did you come in? You must have came in and said something was cap.
I know what a lie is. Is that supposed to be like a new word for lie or what?
There you go. Okay, see, hey, y'all ain't gonna play my man J God, man. We in the fast lane at this motherfucker. Y'all ain't finna play J God. Facts.
Yeah, man. Wow. I know what it means. That is, I don't entertain the word. Really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I thought slang's supposed to like shorten words, and it doesn't.
Yeah,
it's still 3 letters, so like it didn't even shorten it.
That is a good. Well, you don't want to just go around calling people liars now, do you?
It's the same shit. I do. I call them liar in the face, or say
you're a liar. You're a fucking liar.
Jeez.
Yeah, but
All right.
Anyways, all right, man.
All right, later. Okay,
right, brother.
Let's
we catch me in the fast.
Got some still got some shit to get through. Okay.
We're going through these topics so fucking slow today.
We had to. It was a few deep dives, you know.
All
right. Let's get some short shit out the way, and no tangent spawned. Okay, some short shit.
Quiet for like a whole half hour straight. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
All right. Okay. Lies of P is gonna be 30 hours long, in case y'all wondering. I already said that the PS5 Pro dev kits reportedly are on their way to studios. Crisis 3 Remastered Trilogy is going to Steam November 17th. Splatoon 3 beats Elden Ring, becomes the best-selling game in Japan for 2022. Man.
Dope.
That Splatoon is a force, man. I'm telling y'all, y'all better stop playing with that game. That thing is a hit. Like, it's beating out Elden Ring in Japan. They loving that joint over there.
BG, do you know? I'm looking at the comments. They said Jez, Corden, Gordon, whatever. He called you an idiot. Is that true?
Maybe he could suck my dick if you want.
Why you call you an idiot? Why you call you an idiot, brother?
He has me blocked. So why would he be talking about me?
He blocked me too. You know what's crazy? He blocked me from liking a gift from Kofi. Kofi put up a gift of him sleeping playing Sea of Thieves. He blocked me because of that. Like,
if he has said this about me while he has me blocked, please send it to me, and he could you know, I would do him the pleasure of slapping him with my dick.
All right. So you just
what is happening tonight?
Yeah.
All right.
Because listen, you ain't gonna talk about me and have me blocked. That's not gonna happen.
It's gonna sound like. How's it gonna sound?
I hope you swing it better than Joel.
All right. What else is
right down the middle of the plate.
Keep it gaming.
You gonna crack him in the skull with the Lord.
With the secret sauce.
With your cock, buddy.
BG about to hit him with the Nick Foles.
With the secret cock.
And the thing is, listen, I don't have a problem with Jess. We're talking about the same Jess Corden on Rand's podcast, right? That's the same one, right?
That's the guy on Windows Fraudle.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with him. So that's the crazy part. Like, I really legit don't have a, I'll tell y'all if I don't like somebody. I legit don't have a problem with him, really. So
you know what I have a problem with, BJ?
He has a problem with my opinions, like many people do, but like, bruh, okay.
You know what I got a problem with?
What?
Videos need 1,000 likes to get on the recommended page.
Damn, really? Yikes.
Yep.
And our audience ain't giving that?
Nope.
Interesting.
Hate to see it.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, if Jez Corden actually said that, y'all send it to me. If not, y'all stop lying because I don't got no problem with that, man.
Well, he offered to put your dick in his mouth, so.
Well, you said, hey man, if you talk about me and got me blocked, that must be what you want. Anyway,
I mean, any good-looking girls, please talk to BG.
Yo.
Okay, what I was about to get to. Okay, oh yeah, I was just moving through some fast shit. Oh yeah, Splatoon 3 doing its thing. Let me see what else. Tomb Raider and Crystal Dynamics games are moving to Unreal Engine 5. I'm happy about all these developers pretty much saying like, yeah, listen, we're quitting all our proprietary engines and just going to Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, I think because these niggas think I'm you. That's crazy. I talk right here, they do.
Hold on. So Tomb Raider, they're moving their next game to Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, and also, I think Attic is fine with me saying this. Attic, I guess he has some inside knowledge. You know, there was a rumor about Halo also doing it.
You sure you supposed to be saying this, bro?
I mean,
yeah, Halo came public on doing it,
but there was already a rumor about it. Attic told me was that the rumor was true.
So you know what the funny thing is about them going to Unreal?
What's
Unreal? Me and Smoove got a bet that what will come out first, the next Perfect Dark game or the next Tomb Raider game.
How much money y'all got betting?
Same as always.
A game?
Yep.
Yeah, I know Perfect Dark is coming out first, so.
No, I don't know, Smoove.
Wait, hold on. This man,
Timdog, the reason you got blocked by him. Wow.
No. This man always had me blocked. This is how much of a meat muncher Jez Corden is, right?
Yo,
I've never heard that word.
This is how much of a meat muncher he is. He said, "Shout out to Timdog for helping me find new idiots to block every day." Mind you, he's had me blocked for years. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Maybe he unblocked you and reblocked you because I dumb what you said was.
Hey, I got people butthurt. Like people, they get butthurt by facts. You know, we like I said, we already talked about it.
Sounds like you got their jaws hurting.
All right.
Oh my God.
I beat them over the head with facts. It shouldn't take you. It shouldn't take you 8 years. Listen. Listen. I'll say it again. If it takes you 8 years to play a game that was free and you had the platforms for it, you're not a gamer. You are a platform player. You play platforms. You don't play games. Get mad if you want. The truth hurts, nigga. Do something about it.
Ooh, that boy BG made a new sexuality. Yeah,
I like it.
Chill.
Tell me if you just tweet me. Tell me if you big mad or little mad about it. I'm interested in knowing.
I beat him with the big facts.
What I was just talking about.
I was gonna say yak.
We were going through quick news, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's just get into the Callisto Protocol went gold and it has a performance mode because there was rumors about it being delayed till January or something. That's not true.
It was February.
February. Okay, cool. It's not delayed. It's still coming out in December and it will have a performance mode.
You know what it was? People didn't realize that in other countries they reverse the dates. They'll put the day first and then the month. So instead of December 2nd, it said like 12/2. No, it said like 2/12. So they thought it was like February 12th instead of December 2nd or some shit. I think that's what happened.
See, okay. I think our date format is elite in the US. I'm biased,
Absolutely.
but
I bet you think the metric system is shitty too, don't you?
Theirs or ours?
There's only one metric system, BG.
No, I thought you meant unit of measurement.
You talking about imperial and metric. Yeah.
I'm talking about I meant unit of measurement. That I thought you meant the unit of measurement that like we use versus what they use. Because we use like miles. Don't they use like kilometers or?
Yeah, the metric system.
The metric system, yeah.
Okay, well.
Whatever make my dick sound bigger.
Fire.
I mean, I don't want anybody telling me mine's in centimeters.
Oh, brother.
Wait, what? 2 centimeters high score.
And niggas want to like pretend. I hate when niggas want to pretend like they don't know what you meant. Their system. I meant their system versus ours. I didn't literally mean the. I hate niggas. They want to pretend like, what are you talking about? Like, their unit of measurement versus ours. That's literally what I was saying. Y'all knew that.
We get you. We get you.
Oh, you said their metric versus our metric.
What's that?
Y'all knew what I meant.
Huh? Oh no, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, Callisto Protocol, December. What else we got? Xbox. Well, Microsoft had announced their install base. If anybody cares, so they counted the one S and X in this apparently. So it's 63 million, counting the Xbox Series X, S. And both the one, so 63 million, right? And
still cooking the books.
These niggas can't be serious doing that, are they? For real?
Still cooking the books. I see. Okay.
And here's the thing, right?
Oh, no! Stop it!
What?
They combined them because they combined the PS4 and the PS5.
Yeah, but no, that's what I'm about to say. I didn't get to finish.
Okay.
I said it was combined, all their consoles, and the reason why they're doing this is all for the acquisition shit. You know, the whole old men debate, because they're still trying to make themselves look weak for the acquisition and show that Nintendo and PlayStation are the market leaders. So they're still trying to make themselves look weak by putting out their install base, because otherwise, that's not something they do. The PlayStation, and this combines the PS5 and the PS4, they're at 151 million. The Nintendo Switch, is this just the Nintendo Switch, or is this this looks just to be the Nintendo Switch, 103 million. Yeah, I think this is just the Switch, 103 million, I guess. So yeah, they're just trying to show the Switch and the PlayStation are doing better than us. We're, harmless little Xbox. It's no problem if we get Activision. And like I said, I don't want to get into that because I hate that conversation every single week.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
We're not talking about it.
I was like Smoove a question about it though.
Mm-hmm.
Like Smoove, I see usually when I wake up on Twitter, like one of the first tweets I see is Smoove saying something about like either shitting on PlayStation because of the CMA or CMA this CMA. Do you really keep up with this, or like are you like actively at work angry as fuck about the CMA? I don't even know what that means, but like, are you actively like really upset about that shit, or you just be tweeting about
it? I won't say upset, a little annoyed. Now, what happens is I'll wake up or I'll look at Twitter, and then I'll see something related to it that's like new. And then I'll, comment on it. But you know what I mean? It's just like, gotta do my part.
Okay.
Gotta do my part.
I see you play.
Because like MLD, I'm, of course,
Major League Dick Eater, yeah.
I'm cool with MLD. See, I don't got no problems with MLD. I'm cool with MLD.
He's an OG.
But he said he read pages, and other dudes said they've been reading pages.
Oh no, I didn't read that 37-page case. No, absolutely not.
This 30. It's a 38-page document regarding the case, and they be like, "Yeah, I've read a lot of these pages thoroughly." I'm like, listen, let me tell you right now, if you are reading these documents because of an acquisition, something is wrong with you.
I don't even agree with that. These are the same people that can't comprehend 280 character tweets. But you're reading a 37-page legal doc. You need to be stripped naked and whipped outside in the streets. That's what the fuck I need.
What happens if you actually have a law degree and you're reading them?
That's
you can comprehend tweets at that point.
If you got a law degree, you're not on Twitter arguing about console.
Exactly.
Like, bro, I don't care what PlayStation does. There is nothing PlayStation can do to make me want to read a 38-page document. I'm not doing it. I don't even like to read for my job.
No, we're going to put this to the test. Naughty Dog comes out tomorrow and says we have a 38-page detailed dissertation about Factions 2.
No.
Who gives a fuck?
No. You know what I'm going to do?
Somebody else will read it in short.
Exactly. Nabellion on Twitter will read that joint and give me 5 highlights. That's what he does.
Don't do the bullet point tweet. You already know.
Exactly. I don't read. First of all, most of the news I get.
Read.
I don't read. I'm not playing. Listen, I got my communication degree already. Any like topics that we talk about on here, I get the bullet point version. I'm not reading all this shit. Y'all crazy? I am not reading this joint. I ain't got the time and I do not have the patience and I'm not that much invested that I want to read every word of this joint. So I think if you read in this joint over an acquisition, something is wrong with you. You could be playing video games in that amount of time.
On acquisition talk. Let's move on.
Yeah, like I just think that's nuts. Oh, I read 38 pages. Okay, psycho. The hell's wrong with you? All right. Oh yeah, Microsoft also in that acquisition process said that they said that Wolverine is releasing next year on PlayStation. That's not true, but that's still them, playing the role of the week.
Platform. Wait, didn't Sony? Wait, did Sony put a launch window for Wolverine a couple years ago when they revealed Wolverine?
They didn't. They did for Spider-Man too.
It's not coming out next year, Smoove. Ain't no way.
Well, they haven't even written the game yet, so I don't know.
No way it's coming out next year. I do not believe that at all. All right, okay. We got to talk. We just got to talk about Capcom Showcase and then that Silent Hill thing real quick. And these are short.
God of War previews. We ain't touching on that.
Oh yeah, that too. You want to just get that out the way? Okay, God of War. Let me see. What do I have for my notes for God of War? Because I didn't really
look at the previews, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't look at any of these previews because I'm like, there's nothing y'all could tell me that I really need to know. So it's gonna have 4 graphic settings. It's gonna have a bunch of accessibility settings. Just real quick, I feel like you can skip right over them. And they said that because they literally said because of Naughty Dog, they saw the all the accessibility settings that Naughty Dog put in their games. They wanted to do it too. I feel like they be beating you over the head if as soon as you turn on the game, you get this long old page of accessibility options. All right, cool, whatever. And yeah, that's honestly all I really know. They said it was great things about the previews. Has 4 graphic settings, has a whole bunch of accessibility settings. I don't know anything else because I didn't really watch the previews.
I didn't watch any of the previews because we've already waited long enough. 2 of the things I did notice. Now this can be viewed as a negative. I'm gonna put that out there. 2 of the previews specifically by Tony Polanco and Gene Park. They emphasized that first of all, this game feels very safe compared to 2018. And they're saying that it's a glorified, well, it is a PS4 game. We know it's cross-gen, but they were saying that it being on PS4 has held the game back, and they feel like, it still got all these shimmy and load screen hiding mechanics in the game, which they're not too fond of. It sounds like they leaning towards not really fucking with the game. I don't know personally, but yeah.
I'm cool with Gene, and I actually talked to him. He said that's not the case for him. He says he just mentions this stuff, but it's not. He says it's not a negative. He says for him, he just mentions it, but it's not like a negative thing for him. Tony Polanco, to him, you can definitely take that as like a negative, and he's like really like bothered by it. But Gene said it's not a big deal to him. Interesting. And then God of War, Sony Santa Monica developers actually did tweet, and they refuted that these like the shimmying parts, they refuted that all of those are actual like loading screens, hidden loading screens. They refuted that. I don't know if it's true because like usually that's what they are. That's what those shimmying sections are for. It's for the next part before you get there to load, and they're disputing it.
Now it could be argued that it may not be a loading screen on the PS5 version, but the PS4 version it could be still. Yeah. And the only reason you would need that is because it's on PS4. You see what I'm saying? So, and I'm to the point, man. I'm not gonna argue no devs. I'm not gonna argue nobody that made the game, but they've showed a propensity not to tell the truth, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
you guys think it's gonna score below a 90? I'm gonna win that Kofi bet or? Just send them money.
No, I think he ain't scoring. It's gonna be like a 95, I think.
No,
95.
No, ain't no way.
No way.
You fucking bugging.
No way.
You fucking
ain't no way.
Get 95.
No,
bro.
Yo, Smoove, you want to bet? You want
95, bro?
I'll take a 93 bet with you, Smoove.
What did 2018 get?
93. 94. 93. The original game got a 94.
No, 94. It got 94 original.
It went down to 93. It went down to 93.
I think this game will. I think it'll get a 90 highest. I think it could get an 89. 89, 90. That's my prediction.
Yes, sir.
89, 90.
Talk to me
it depends on who reviewing it, man, because I've heard anything from like a 93, 94, but some of these previews, like Tony Polanco, he's like, he'll get that motherfucker 88.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I wouldn't be shocked if he gives the games like a 7.5.
But the thing is, if a whole bunch of
Tony
niggas
reviewing the game for it,
PC gamer.
He worked for
they can't review the game.
He worked for PC. He worked for Tom's Guide and PC Gamer.
Yeah,
Magazine,
he's a whatchamacallit. He's not like at one site exclusively. Freelancer. Yeah. So, but
who follows him around to see his opinion?
A lot of I mean, listen, he's got some connections to these different sites and he freelances.
You had him on a podcast with you, right? You started a podcast with him, right?
Oh man,
Game and Assembly, fire.
Yeah, banger. But listen, nobody should be shocked if God of War gets a high 80. You know that PlayStation 88 curse.
I'll be shocked though, because I'm
gonna be hurt, bro.
Be the game. All right, so judging by these previews, I ain't gonna hold you guys up. But some of these talking points on these previews are just nonsense, bro. Like when you're previewing a game, you're supposed to be talking about the game. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what platform you're playing on. You know what I mean? So this whole thing like, it's obvious I'm playing a PS4 game, but is the game good? That's what I want to know. Like, I don't think it being obvious that it's a cross-generation game or it's not taking advantage of specific PS5 features should impact the overall impression or preview of the game itself.
You know what though, Smoove? They're prefacing you to know that this is what they're going to take off for in these reviews. They're heavily, but other games, I don't want to do the whataboutism or look at it, but games like Zelda, that game was a ported game and it ran at sub 30 frames a lot of time. It's still sitting at a 97 on Metacritic, right? They didn't look at that. They didn't look at all those things critically with that. But God of War, they let you know off rip. It's a cool game, but the fact that we feel like it's still a last generation game, and they're going to criticize it for that, and they're going to dock off points, definitely.
They gave Zelda a 10 because everything in the game had a stamina bar. It's ridiculous, bro.
You can climb anywhere.
There's, and there, like I said, there's credence to, some people say, you're just being a fanboy. No, there's credence to the fact that PlayStation games have to fire on every single cylinder to reach that height. You have to be the best graphically.
Bro.
You have to be the best story wise. You have to be the best gameplay wise. If you're missing even a little bit on one of these things, you cannot achieve that 90.
That's not even true though, because games like Horizon Forbidden West, every single body that reviewed this game, it's better in every single way. What's the Metacritic? The exact same. What what we got to do, bro? Like what else is there left to do? Like I don't understand.
I think what's gonna happen is all these cross-gen games are just going to be in the 80s, bro. That's just what's going to happen. They're going to be high 80s. When PlayStation games, when PlayStation Studios are finally working on actual what people consider, I guess, quote unquote, next-gen games, where they're utilizing and only making it for PlayStation, those are the ones, the new IPs. Those are the ones that are going to start getting in the 90s. These joints, nah, it ain't happening, bro. High 80s.
That's crazy.
High 80s, bro.
I hope that's not true, man. But the way it's trending, man, sheesh, that's crazy, bro. That's all I can say, man. Sad day for gaming, man.
Yeah, I just think it's an 89, 90, bro. That's what I think.
Sheesh.
And it's crazy because, and like I said, there's developers that would kill to get an 89.
But this is God of War, bro. No mainline.
Exactly.
Bro.
Oh, Microsoft would kill to get an 89.
Absolutely.
No mainline God of War game has ever got under a 90 on Meta. If God of War 2018 had an 87, 86, Corey fucking old buddy would have been dangling from a ceiling somewhere. Like, this was not acceptable 3 years ago, people. It just was not.
And
imagine if an Uncharted come out 82. Like, what the fuck? We not accept, bro. PlayStation was not accepting
and
this shit, bro.
The standard is higher for PlayStation. Like I said, because like an 89 to anybody else, if another publisher, all their first party games hit 89, bro, that is an achievement. For PlayStation, that's a low bar. That 89 is a low bar for PlayStation games.
The standard, bro. They set the standard, man. They shoot for higher than that, bro. It's just what it is.
So, but we'll see. Previews are out. When is what we got? 3 weeks? 3 weeks away?
I'm so excited, bro.
2 weeks? Something like that. All right.
I'm still excited, too. I'm still excited.
Yeah. No sleep that night, boys.
Yes, sir.
All right. Capcom Showcase. So we got a new trailer for the Winters expansion. That's Resident Evil Village Gold Edition. Only thing I'm not sure. So we know the third person mode. The third person mode coming, which is fire, by the way. I played the demo, love it.
I need to download that.
Game is way better in third person, like I thought it would be.
Let me ask you a question. Does it feel natural to you?
Yes, the aiming is still funky only because they haven't changed the dead zones. The dead zones on controller is still funky. But it still feels great in third person, especially on PC and mouse and keyboard, because you know how like you couldn't you weren't sure how close enemies actually were to you in the first game, right? You would like try to back up or move away, and you would hope you were far enough. But because the camera's so close and it's so claustrophobic and the FOV is so small, you weren't necessarily sure. Now I can actually see the proximity of myself to enemies and move accordingly. And that's what I'm like, yo, this shit is like, it feels way so much more easier now that I have like an actual angle where I can see around me. So yeah, I just really enjoy it just off of that. I'm not sure. Is the third person free for everybody, or is that in the gold edition?
Yes,
Do you have to get?
I believe that's a free update. I believe that's a free update.
That all right.
I could be wrong. I think that's I think.
Okay, so yeah, the Village DLC, that's the so the gold edition must be the Rose DLC, where you get to play as Ethan's daughter Rose, and she has certain powers, and she's revisiting the castle a bunch of years later when she's a lot older. So that's gonna be cool. There's gonna be a mercenaries mode where you can play as Lady Dimitrescu and Heisenberg and the villains and Chris Redfield. So there's that. There's RE-verse. Oh God, trash. Nobody's going to
I saw that pop up in my Steam. Again, it's like, try this out. I'm like, hell no.
Why do they keep wasting money and resources on them bum ass online? I played the RE3 RE-verse or the RE2 one, bro. That shit is garbage, bro.
Here's the thing. I still truly believe that Resident Evil as a competitive game could work. I just think Capcom is not capable of doing it.
No, they are, and they've already done it, but they won't make Outbreak again.
And they did it.
How that one was a PS2.
Bro, they even did it in Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 5, anybody who played the competitive multiplayer for Resident Evil 5 will tell you, bro, that joint actually worked, and it was very good. It was fun.
I didn't even know Resident Evil 5 had multiplayer.
Bro, yes, and it was good, bro. I put up mad videos of it. I think they're all gone by now, but I put up mad videos of that joint, and it was fun, and it worked. But after that, they don't know how to do them. So
why'd you delete them?
I think it might have been on my old channel. Remember, I had that first channel.
Oh, the one that you deleted.
Yeah. Or did it get taken down? I can't remember. What happened?
You had one channel got taken down because of Red Dead Redemption. I remember that.
Oh yeah.
That was like your very first channel.
Remember at the movie channel?
Fire.
Shut up! I knew you was gonna bring that up.
3DBG. I remember
Fire.
that shit, man.
AMCBG.
Resident Evil Village is also
games AMC.
It's also coming to Mac and the past games like Village, not Village, 7 and 2 and 2 and 3 are going to cloud, the cloud versions for Nintendo Switch. If you respect yourself, don't play that though. Don't play cloud versions of games. Okay, and then got new gameplay of Resident Evil 4 Remake. I'm horny just saying it.
Is this a real remake, BG? We need to know, BG.
Okay,
oh, brother. Yes, it's a real remake, Bond. So damn, did I hold on? Let me check something. Did I have? I think I had some.
The lotion.
Got some footage or something, brother?
No, I just had I thought I had some bullet points for this. I don't have that many bullet points for this. It's just the only thing I had was the degradable knife. There is going to be a degradable knife in this, because you saw in this game he in the video he was literally blocking
a chainsaw with a knife.
Yes, he was blocking a chainsaw with a knife. It's goofy, but I love it. I think it's amazing, and I'm hyped for that. Because it's like, bro, people were like, there was some people like, oh, this doesn't make sense. I'm like, bro, did y'all not see Chris punch a boulder with his hands? Did y'all not see that part?
Definitely
did y'all not see Claire not Claire, Jill pick up a gigantic rail gun. She's probably like 100 pounds soaking wet. She picked up a gigantic rail gun.
Well,
like, come on, bro.
Resident Evil isn't a series where you need to actually try to, it's not realistic at all. So why?
I mean, it's like Just Cause 3. I mean, you just have fun and blow up bridges with propane.
Suspend your disbelief. You fucking fighting zombies, bro. Like what the hell?
Yeah, like I want everything to be based in super realism. Like, bro, the joint's always been ridiculous, and they know that. They pointed out that their games are ridiculous. Like when in Resident Evil Village, when Heisenberg was like, when he shouted out Chris, that boulder punching idiot. He literally said that as a line because they know their games are ridiculous and they make fun of their own games sometimes. So listen, it's going to be a parrying system. It's a degradable knife because it's going to be a parrying system with that knife.
Parrying in that game.
What y'all think? What game y'all think still got the worst parrying of all time? I'm gonna say Kenna.
I knew you was gonna say that, bro.
I knew someone was.
What other game has the worst parrying? I pulled it off one good time in that game.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. I feel like what was that game by the indie developer that came to PlayStation? Jack, it was like that rabbit with cybernetics.
Oh, you talking about Fist?
Yeah, I think Fist was kind of trash.
I feel like that parrying system was ass.
I got the platinum. You had to do a couple parries for that shit, and then it was kind of.
I still ain't got the platinum, bro.
I think that joint was terrible.
Catch up, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a rabbit game, and you not playing it, BG?
No, brother. I played it. I just kind of hated it.
It's a decent game. It's cool.
It's okay. It's a little overrated.
That final boss was kind of difficult though. I was like, what the hell?
And the first stage, the second stage is like what?
No, the second stage easy. That first stage crazy though.
Yeah.
So Resident Evil 4 looks amazing. I don't know if this is a fake out, but they're saying like the dog that you usually save at the beginning of the game isn't gonna be there. Like they're not gonna give you the chance to save him, so he can be help you with El Gigante.
No, he dead. He was dead already in the footage.
But what if that's a fake out and he's actually?
It might be.
You know, so I'm like, why would they make that change? Everybody loved that dog.
Not a dog, it's a wolf.
You're right. It was a wolf. Technically, it did look like a wolf. So yeah, I mean, listen, the game looks amazing. The gun sound, I would say the sound effects, gun sound a little bit weak. Oh, Leon can crouch now for some stealth mechanics.
Can he close car doors when he crouch by him too, or what?
Great question.
You said, can he close car doors?
Yeah.
Was that a Division reference?
Fire.
I caught that.
Keep it on your toes.
Some of y'all may not, y'all got to think back to that first time we saw Division. Yeah, because because remember back when we first saw the first Division game, right? And this was like when we just got on, when the new consoles were coming out, and people saw like the dude pass by the car door and just close it naturally, and I'm guilty too. We thought that was the most amazing shit ever.
I forgot who I was watching, but there was one stream. Dude was watching. He paused it and said, "Yo." He like paused it when he closed the door. I was like, "Oh."
No, it did look fire. The way he did it made it look like it was amazing.
I think it was Tick. I think Tick was like, "What's going on, yo? What you on, yo?" I was like,
"Yo, just close the door, yo." Did he do that? Stood up and his height didn't change.
But but Ubisoft be finessing stuff. That's Ubisoft is good at that. They be finessing stuff, making stuff look like it's way more than what it actually is.
Was that even in the game?
No, I don't think so. Or it didn't. At least it didn't look like that. None of the game looked like that, as we know. So yeah, man. I mean, I can't wait for it, bro. Yes, I pre-ordered this game 3 times. I pre-ordered on yes, I pre-ordered it on PS5, Steam, and I bought the collector's edition.
Did you buy it digitally, BG?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to BG, man. We ain't buying it no more, boys. Just
BG said you got to buy that game on your own. He ain't sharing it.
Yeah. So yes, see, unlike other people, I admit that I have a price.
Problem.
Right? I am against collector's edition, right? I typically say that, but I have a price, and that price is called Resident Evil 4. I will do things I would not otherwise do for this game. So I admit I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud for this, and I'll happily be a fraud for Resident Evil 4. That's the difference between me and y'all. I can admit when I'm a fraud. Y'all just hide. I'm be a happy fraud when that game come out. They changed up how some of the characters look. Like Leon typically looks the same. Lewis looks completely different. Ashley looks a bit different.
Ashley don't have that skirt no more.
That's
you know the PC gamer is gonna take action against that.
You think they're gonna change the line at the end of the game where she hits on Leon?
They already changed that in the remake. They already changed it.
What you mean?
In the updated ports, they changed that.
Oh, in the port. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't be fucking Obama's daughter.
What's going on?
Hey, she bad now. Never mind.
Okay.
They've never shown her in any future game, have they?
Nope. We have no idea what happened to her. I think they talk about her father though.
Yeah, he dies somehow.
Yeah. So yeah, that was Capcom. And Jack wanted to be disrespectful and live stream some trash Ratchet and Clank game while Capcom was showing Resident Evil 4.
You know, it's crazy that in the gaming community, people will come to your stream and say, "Brother, why are you gaming right now? There's a press conference for you to act like you're surprised to. What is going on here? Excuse me for trying to do what I was put in this community to do, BG. I didn't have the cocksucking face on like you all finna buy 3 copies. Instead of spending all my goddamn money, I earned revenue by streaming a great game, sir. Fuck you.
You weren't even playing. Well, I don't know what that was.
That was BG while he was watching the stream.
What the fuck was that?
Facts. He got some secret shush, and then you couldn't help yourself. Secret shush. You couldn't help yourself.
If you were playing like a current game, I would have said that. Nigga, you're playing like Ratchet and Clank from like 2012 or something.
Nigga, you about to buy a game that's from 2004. Hey, yo, hold on. What's it, 2005? Hey, yo. No,
that he's beat 10 times.
Exactly. You done bought this motherfucker on every platform available, nigga. You know what the fuck gonna happen.
That's different.
That's not Lord Sadler. You know what the fuck finna happen, bro.
Lord Sadler.
You know what the fuck finna happen, man.
Silent Hill now. Okay, Silent Hill transmission. These niggas at Konami don't even know how to do a premiere on YouTube. They did the premiere on YouTube, but it was the full video. You know how like it's supposed to literally just be a premiere, like you have to watch it as the show goes along. You could view the whole video from the very start. Like these niggas don't know what they're doing. Okay, so details on Silent Hill. So Silent Hill 2 remake first is fully. They said it's fully funded by Konami, even though it's going to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive. Oh, wow. PlayStation apparently isn't even like money. Like they're not actually.
Is it coming out on PC?
That's shocking.
Yeah, it's coming out on PC.
They know Xbox fans don't buy fucking games.
I'm sure PlayStation still gave them a little.
It's a year exclusivity.
Yeah, they had to pay for the exclusivity though, but maybe they didn't pay to actually make have the game being made.
Yeah, no, they had nothing to do with the funding. So this is all like keep this off Xbox for a year type of deal. If it's fully funded by Konami, so that means the money Konami is making. Well, technically, depending on how much PlayStation paid for exclusivity, is funded by PlayStation because Konami ain't making no money.
Smoove?
Nah, I ate already.
Yeah.
I already shoved the rest of the hot dog down my throat.
I told you.
Come on, dog.
How was it, Smoove?
Come on, dog.
Good. It was good. Full of ketchup, mustard, relish.
Oh! I know you're not a grown man putting ketchup on your fucking hot dog.
Come on, Jack. That's where you take a stance, Jack. Shut up.
Yeah. Ketchup does not belong on hot dogs.
You sound insane.
Thank you.
You sound insane. Pack it up.
Nigga, you said sausage don't belong on pizza.
It don't.
You want to do
outro? You need to slap the fuck out you, bro.
Come on, bro. Sausage don't belong on pizza.
Come on, bro.
You're an idiot, brother.
But yeah, it's you don't agree with it being exclusive, obviously, Smoove. I'll take that as a no.
Nah, I don't. I don't agree with it being exclusive. I mean, I ain't gonna play it anyway. But
I mean, hey, at least he kept it real. He kept it real.
Oh man. So even when so if it goes to Game Pass, you're not playing this, right?
Yeah, when it comes to Game Pass, he'll be dick riding it like Outriders. Trying to outride the dick ride the outride.
Wait,
Fire.
No Bombi in the drive-through pulling this stunt, man.
Okay, so I got a whole bunch of bullet points. Let me just read through this. It's been in development 3 years, and we're gonna go through the actual games that were announced because they wanted to announce like 5 Silent Hill projects in one time, even though the game has been irrelevant and dormant for like a decade. Okay, so BloodBorne team aims to preserve the atmosphere of the original, modernized gameplay, over-the-shoulder camera, new combat system, rebuilt set pieces, state-of-the-art motion capture, made in Unreal Engine 5, is going to have 3D audio, DualSense haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, no loading. What else? Oh God, a whole bunch of Japanese names I cannot pronounce. Masahiro and
don't do this.
Masahiro Ito and Akira and Akira Yamaako.
Come on, bro. Just move on, bro.
They are involved and working closely with BloodBorne team on the game. There's going to be new music and music style and sound design. What else? Okay, Matutes Lenart is the creative director of the medium, and he is the lead director. It's coming to Steam as well. What else? Yeah, okay, that's the bullet points. And the Silent Hill games that were announced. Okay, first Silent Hill 2 remake, right? So that's the first game. They're not remaking the first. Most people say Silent Hill 2 is the best one. It's a bit strange to just skip over remaking the first one, but some people bring up like Resident Evil 2 situation, even though Resident Evil 1 technically did have a remake. It just wasn't like the remake of 2 and 3, but it still technically did have a remake. But I found it a little bit weird. So Silent Hill 2 remake, Silent Hill Townfall. That's a spin-off by No Code Studios and published by Annapurna Interactive. So they just said it's going to be
the Annapurna one's going to be in Game Pass.
Okay, cool. And they said it's going to be a unique take on Silent Hill. Then there's Silent Hill F. To me, this seemed like the most interesting one. This seems to be like just a brand. This was the only thing that was like a brand. Well, not the only thing, but this is like a full-fledged AAA brand new Silent Hill spinoff, and it's going to be set in the 1960s of Japan. And the writer is going to be Ryukishi 07. His name sounds like a game handle.
But that's a username, right?
Yeah, and he's a big deal. I forgot what else they said he's worked on, but he's worked on some good shit. I'm sure the audience, the viewers will tell us, but this is apparently a good thing that he's working on it. And it's that's gonna be that. Silent Hill Ascension. Is this the story-based one, like that you make decisions? I think they said this is the immersive project. They're calling this like an immersive project type Silent Hill game. And then there's Return to Silent Hill. That's the movie. That's the actual movie. That's going to be going to theaters. We don't really know, when exactly. And I remember I was watching the stream, and the dude who worked on, I think the director of the first Silent Hill movie, he was like, yeah, the first Silent Hill was a success. And I was like, what is he talking about? And apparently I was shocked by this. Silent Hill, the first Silent Hill, even though the movie was complete and utter garbage, it made a lot of money in the box office. Like, it was like, I think it might still be in the top 10 as far as box office, as far as video game adaptations, which tells me back in the day we was just watching any old bullshit.
People go and see MCU movies now. Why are you so
surprised? Brother, I ain't getting into that.
Why are you surprised?
I'm not getting into that.
What the hell?
Silent Hill movie was objectively bad. Okay, that's my point. You can argue, even as an MCU hater, that the MCU has several good movies. Nobody thought this Silent Hill movie was good.
Working in an office building.
See, there y'all go. Y'all want to pick out the worst ones and act like that's just it.
Your ass too, you little dirty
brother. Yeah, let's not bring up the good ones. Just to bring up the worst shit possible.
That's right. You was working on the.
I did not watch that, sir. Anyway, but yeah, Silent Hill. The first movie made a lot of money apparently, even though it's actual dog shit. So yeah, what do y'all think about? I guess which one of these Silent Hills do y'all care about? What do y'all think about all this?
I was just gonna say, do you think this is a new strategy in the gaming industry where they just had like one game and just do like a blowout? Like we saw this with Assassin's Creed a couple of weeks ago, and even though a lot of these projects haven't been officially announced, they kind of doing a similar thing with Horizon right now. You know what I mean? They got the Horizon TV show, Horizon VR game, Horizon 2 just came out. They're rumored to be making a remake of fucking Horizon 1. Like, is that the new thing and just pick one popular IP and just run it into the fucking ground? Like, is
But
that what we doing?
this is my problem with this. Silent Hill is not popular or relevant. So why are you doing? I can understand.
Well, this is the thing though, right? We remember how hyped the PT demo was, and people online. See, this is another. People online, they clamoring for this, man. They've been saying nothing but Silent Hill for 5 or 6 years. Of course, it's cap, right? But shit. We let them know what we think, and they say, "Well, people clearly fucking with it. Why not bring out?"
It's also you also got to realize that once certain once certain IPs get to the Hollywood space, there's always going to be people that are willing to put some money behind it to start it up again. Like, there's people in my family that ain't never played no video game. Well, talk about horror movies. Oh, Silent Hill. Oh yeah, wasn't that a video game? Some shit like that. Once it crosses over to that, they'll try it again. Somebody gonna put some money behind it to try it again, whether it's a game, a restart, or jumping it back up. But
yeah, I just think it's a bizarre method, right? You take a game that's been dormant and is honestly irrelevant. Like at its height, like what is the best Silent Hill game sell like 2 million, I think, and like by most accounts, there's some people that have told me, "Oh, Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3 were all amazing." But I think that's cap. And most people who have played them have told me only Silent Hill 2 was good. I'm just telling you what people have told me.
To be devil's advocate, that's kind of impressive for when them games came out. If you think about it too, though, like you got to think before the PS4, the top selling God of War game was probably what 6 million. Same with Uncharted. Like games wasn't selling fucking 25, 30 million back then. So for a game that came out, them was like PS1, PS2 games, and they were selling 2, 3 million. That was pretty good back then.
But okay, but still, they made one game. Like I said, because that's why they're choosing to remake Silent Hill 2. That was apparently the one that was actually good according to most accounts. The rest of them, because I think there's more than 5 of them. I think
they got The Room, Homecoming, all type of games. I only played the first one.
The only one that apparently was of clear quality was Silent Hill 2. So you taking this game that was never that popular. It's been dormant for mad long, and instead of testing out the waters, because that's what most do, like they put out a remaster of one of the entries in the series to see how people
they hopping off the boards.
Yeah, to see what the reception is. They jumping completely out the window. Let's just do everything at the same time. Like, you're not even going to test if people care about the game first.
You see the power. You see the power of social media and the internet, though. Nobody gave a fuck about Silent Hill into that PT demo. Nobody. Mm-hmm. That PT demo came out and they took it off the store, and that's all people have been able to scream about since then. We abandoned and all this other shit. So people haven't stopped talking about Silent Hill since then.
Bro, there's no premier horror games out, bro. Y'all talk about Outlast, cool, but there's no real premier big name horror games
out. They're coming out though.
Yeah, they about to.
Callisto, Dead Space, and what?
RE4 remake.
RE4 and it's like something I'm not thinking of. But
I'm not thinking of talking about.
But the thing is, people are smart enough. Well, most people they the Kojima stands. They're connecting. They connect PT and what was going to be, I think, Silent Hill to him. They know Kojima don't got nothing to do with this, and they're not looking at it the same way. So I don't think that same hype is there because they know. They know they attend the Church of Kojima every Sunday. And they know he's not with none of this. So,
all right, let me ask you a question. Are you going? I'm willing to check out these games. I'm always looking for something new to play.
I'm checking them out. I'm most interested in Silent Hill F. Right.
Make sure you go buy it, so he ain't gotta buy it. BG.
Even
hey, Loki, you ain't.
Even though that was all cinematics, right, and they only showed gameplay really for the remake. F just I don't know if the trailer, if those cinematics were an indication and the theme is indication of what the game's going to be, then I find that most interesting. But I'll try out Silent Hill 2. I'll try it out. I'll try out the remake.
Quick question: do y'all I know it's not the typical slow walk and hide behind the corner jump scares. Do y'all consider Returnal a type of horror game?
No.
Yeah,
Shut
hardly,
your ass up.
hardly
horror
shitty.
I'm how? What do you mean? Shut up!
When they do the cutscenes, it definitely have a little horror
I think
element.
the game has a lot of horror elements.
I don't think so.
I can see that. I can see that.
I'm not horror.
Yo,
Horror doesn't have to be scary.
I think it's
Yo, ass.
psychological
Only
thriller.
thing scary here is you, nigga.
All right, Tony, it is 4 a.m. where you are.
I think it's like
in the bed.
it's psychological thriller. I think.
Yeah, but it's not. I wouldn't say
Returnal.
it's a horror game. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's psychological. Oh yeah, and they said Capcom says they have no plans to make remake Resident Evil Code Veronica.
Why not?
I don't know. That's what they said. That's what
All
they
right,
said,
there you
man. Okay. So yay, Capcom.
Yeah.
Silent Hill, Silent Hill and Konami, we'll see.
Me and E-Rock copping that, yes sir.
Okay.
Hell.
All right. We almost Final Fantasy 16. There was a trailer put out. It looks good. I don't really got that much to say about it. It looks good. I'm not one of those that's like crazy about the time period, but I know what we've seen in the combat before looked good, and I'm sure I'll enjoy certain parts of the story. The setting, probably not the craziest about it, but the story seems like it's still going to be good. Any other thoughts? Anybody thoughts on the trailer?
I'm not a Final Fantasy fan. So.
Oh, Final Fantasy? Nah, I ain't never cared about Final Fantasy.
Man, they gonna kill y'all. Y'all don't care about Final Fantasy 16? Yeah,
I used to watch my older cousins play it as a kid, but I just never
particularly.
Oh man,
I played Kingdom Hearts 2 though. Shout out to Final Fantasy.
We know Kid Smoove care about Final Fantasy because he was doing all that fighting for it. Oh wait, no, never mind. No, he doesn't.
You mean hucking and bucking on the timeline? Yeah.
That was fake fighting for a game you don't care about, right, Smoove?
Wasn't fake fighting, but it should be on Xbox. Has no reason to be an exclusive.
Oh man, gotta love Smoove. Great guy. Great guy.
Allegedly.
Oh yeah. So what else? So Sony on the Sony Twitter page, they teased. Well, they showed BloodBorne. They did this thing where they was like, oh, guess this game, like, guess this Pokemon or whatever. And it was obviously BloodBorne. And that set people off because it's like, bro, and they deleted the tweet, by the way. Because listen, y'all should know how sensitive people are about BloodBorne because people have been asking y'all for a sequel, a remaster, anything. Just give me a crumb. Just give us a crumb of BloodBorne, and then y'all tweet that, and people are obviously gonna take that as a teaser that you're teasing something, and we don't know what the status of BloodBorne is, so they deleted it, and people are upset.
The problem with that is the people that run these social media teams, they don't really work at, like, first of all, Sony and PlayStation are separated, and they don't have any inside, they don't know what the fuck is going on. It's like when you tweet a team, why ain't y'all trade for such and such? Bro, that person that's tweeting that don't got no say-so on nothing. Like, these are social media accounts. They don't know what's going on. They just see that niggas keep asking for BloodBorne every time they tweet out something, so they was trying to humor the shit. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Can't, people have been waiting long. They're sensitive about it. They want BloodBorne, so yeah, you can't tweet that. See, if PlayStation were to tweet that out, the PlayStation account, I would have been like,
that would be a little different.
Oh yeah, I would be like, oh yeah, we getting that. That it's coming. It's coming, y'all. But Sony, I was like, man, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean the damn thing.
That could be a fucking TV show or a movie they working on. You'll never know.
Yeah,
make a movie out.
They said they want to do that, by the way. So.
Well, that would mean we would get a remake if they do that. You know how they doing it now. So.
Oh, yeah. Low key.
Y'all better hope for a movie or a TV show.
Shit, we ain't getting no Gravity Rush though, so I don't know.
Tragic.
Who knows?
Hate to see it.
Are we done? I think we might be done. We the unpacking gods. We unpacked all these topics. Unpack gods, bro.
Unpacking on Game Pass, pretty decent game.
Got it on my PC and my Xbox.
Oh, wait, actually. So Call of Duty, I think this is not confirmed, but it's like, I think it's rumored. So Call of Duty might not come to Xbox and PC Game Pass for a number of years because of something PlayStation had in the agreement and the contracts of Call of Duty. in Call of Duty, right? Is that the case, Smoove? That's the rumor.
Yeah, so even if they close the deal, and you know how Microsoft had to honor these deals for PlayStation,
Can't Microsoft just buy out the deal?
They can, but it would be a bad faith move, and Microsoft has been really good in terms of for the regulators over the past decade or so. So they're not going to do anything to mess it up, especially if that's their like number one like argument is potentially taking it off of PlayStation. Even this is not taking it off of PlayStation's case, but you know, buying out the contract could show that they're up to something. But yeah, so pretty much I guess the last whatever contract that they're on now, I think which covers like the last 3 games, right? So say if the deal closed tomorrow, right? The last 2-3 Call of Duties, including this game right now, would not be able to go into Game Pass, depending on how, until probably like 2025 or something. Whenever this deal is,
I think it might. I think I read that it might even be like 2026 or something.
So the ones before they can, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, so everything from the 360 era, early Xbox One era, up until Cold War, can probably go into Game Pass if the deal closed like immediately. But Cold War onward, probably not until that deal was closed.
And the most important Call of Duties are the most recent ones. So
so they're gonna have to leverage the Blizzard's game and Diablo and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Those Sony jerks, PlayStation assholes, always fucking with us, and Xbox and Game Pass. Okay, EA announced there's gonna be a next gen Sims game. It's called right now it's just called Project Renee. I'm just mentioning this. When this actually happens, I want to get like, because you know they're called Simmers, and there's a whole bunch of like there's a whole big community of Simmers and black Simmers also, mainly women. I would like to get
black Simmers. What's that?
I
will not be on the podcast this week. I just want to let you know that.
I mean, listen, I would just
listen.
Just hold on. Just like I give every other game like its respect, I would try to like give this. I don't care about The Sims. I played it when I was younger, but I just wanted to give it respect, I guess.
Here's the thing, though. I don't know if they gonna hop on this new Sims game, because the type of people playing it, they got the mods where they doing them Sims mods they be rocking. They be giving the bitches BBLs. They be having them fuck all kind of shit, all kind of the monster. Hey, bro, it's crazy. So I don't know if they gonna hop on. I don't know if they gonna move straight over to the mods drop.
Yeah, my wife is a simmer or whatever you call that. She plays it like she's been playing. She's been playing Sims 4. Sims 4 has been out what, 7 years?
Can you can you ask her to simmer down, because it's been background noise.
Come on.
Banger.
That's right.
Banger.
Respect. Shout out to Mr. Kids.
Yo, check the general chat. That's the Sims Monday walking with that. That's how
What's that? Now, that Rosebud cheat.
Oh wow. And I was gonna say
they got all kind of mods. Like they got this mod where you get peeping toms, and look at the peeping tom, bro. Don't put this on the stream, bro. Don't put this on the stream. Look at the peeping tom they got, bro.
Oh nah.
What's
that's nuts. Because I was
that's
gonna say
that's a mod called Wicked Whims, bro. They have the evil Sims in the game, bro.
That's nuts.
This is crazy.
Because I was gonna say, like, I know like Xmera, she's like one of the bigger. Is she the biggest? She might be the biggest.
You
I don't know.
Dream with the big ass titties.
Respectfully,
I'm gonna be on that week, BJ. I tell you, bro.
I know, like Xmera, she's the one I'm most familiar with, right? And I'm not sure if she's the one, because like I think originally they didn't have like the proper color and shades like for Black Sims. And I don't know if she made them herself, like she modded them herself, or she just created the initiative and the effort to actually get those in. She had some involvement in it. So I just know she's one of the bigger ones in that community. And I would like to have her on. But I don't know if she would. I don't know if she would come on because they big, they out here getting money. Like she
got clout. Yeah, she
got clout. And I know
who's got clout.
Xmera. I don't know if you know her.
I don't even know.
But like, yeah, she got clout. Like, she be in commercials and she be doing deals and stuff like that. So, and I know the type of people that would come on, my podcast. Like, they got real clout, right? So they might be too big for here. And some of them I know, like, when they go on other things, they want to get paid. And listen, I'm not mad at that. I ain't got it for you. So I don't know if
we can get Smoove wife on here to talk about it. She gonna play it.
Okay, we could do that if she wanted to. So yeah.
I used to play the Herbs. I think that was a better game anyway.
The Herbs? Oh man, that was the nigga version of the Sims. I remember that.
Pretty much, yeah.
They got y'all with that? That's crazy.
Played on
Microsoft had a bunch of layoffs, like 1,000 people, including Xbox staff. Don't really care.
I love to hear it.
I ain't really care. But whatever. And lastly, if you want to know more about, like, there was an article that came out on the Washington Post about the G4 shutdown. Like I said, I don't like to do a whole bunch of reading, and I couldn't find a bullet point. This article was mad long. I skimmed it. They talked about some stuff about there was a big lack of direction, like as far as like the content they wanted to make. Like early on, like this was early on, they had no idea like what type of content they should make, what they should talk about. They were changing. They always changed ideas and formats a lot. They did even name Frost as that stunt she pulled. That was a problem. And their content creators they had on there, them dudes wanted to be paid out tens of thousands of dollars, maybe even six figures. So yeah, that
depends on what they would. I can imagine if whatever they was making on their stream, they probably just like, bro, if I'm here, I can make this much.
They were saying they was asking for like $25,000 on appearances and shit.
Yeah.
On appearances or the cast?
The appearances, like
yeah,
yes,
appearances.
Did you see what Adam Sessler was tweeting out the other day?
Oh yeah, he was going off on people.
Now he pretty much said G4 made his life a living hell, and he wasn't even working with them for real. Like he was shitting on them.
Yeah. Everybody threw G4 under the bus after all this.
They did.
It was funny. Like, okay, before it was like, let's go Frost, and then suddenly everybody throwing everybody else under the bus.
If we being real, everybody can't be wrong either though. But it's crazy because I remember when G4 originally shut down, and Adam Sessler had similar complaints about the management. I'll never do this again. He even said, I'm leaving the game industry. He always do this. I'm leaving the game. Mm-hmm. And then you go and work for the same fucking people again and have the same complaints. So it's like, fool me one, shame on, you know what I mean? Like, who we really blaming at this point? You knew what was going to happen.
Yes, sir. All right. That's it. We unpacked a lot of topics, talked about a lot of topics. We are very thorough here on this podcast. Talked about we can talk about games and news. We do both. Both of them.
We bisexual reporters out here. Yes, sir.
Did both of them. BOFFUM. Both of them.
We buy potters. Is that what we
yes, sir. I like that. I like that one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So y'all remember Miniclip, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So their website is apparently like it's not been what it is for a while, but they said now it's literally just like a site riddled with like ads and gambling bullshit. But before it was like one of the best sites to play those games.
What? That's because they had their own branded Flash games. They were actually putting money into getting their own 8-ball Miniclip. Probably makes them more money than anything they did on that website back in the day. They used to make tennis games. They used to make basketball games, all that you could play on a browser.
Mm-hmm.
There's one. XGen Studios is another website. Newgrounds is another website. A few of them websites was actually putting money. Yeah. A few of them websites was actually putting money into their Flash games, which is crazy to me. They definitely was not giving any money other than ads.
Yeah. So rest in peace to Miniclip. You kept me entertained during many classes. And was that high school or before high school?
That was the middle of high school. If you was playing that in college, you got a problem.
No, I knew it was in college, but I knew it might have been high school. Somebody just put in the Discord, Chris Righteous is apparently cursing out somebody, and
where?
In the Discord. He's apparently sent a DM to somebody. I don't know who he sent this to.
Fire!
But one of y'all listen.
He the dude that call him Yajirobe.
Listen, listen. I condone it because y'all be talking trash about Chris, and he has all the right to go off on y'all. All the right.
I'm inclined to agree.
I condone it. Yeah, you ain't gonna talk trash about me, call me Yajirobe from Dragon Ball and all this yada yada, and be talking about me in super chats. I'm going off on you too. I like Chris. That's my guy.
It's a road trip situation. Let's get it.
You want to do a road trip with a nigga that only play racing games?
Yeah.
All right.
I know I'm gonna get there safely. Shit.
Exactly. Should I read
nigga
this?
about to go Vin Diesel on y'all niggas. All he can.
Oh, I think I can read this. I don't think he would care. I don't think he would care. This is for all of y'all who be talking trash about Chris Righteous. This is a message to all of y'all. He said, since clearly you like sucking dick like your mother, and I happen to stay on your mind enough to keep paying money to say cornball shit. Let me know whenever you want a proper roast session on Space Discord or whatever, and see if you got that same energy you do in them super chats. Keep my dick on your mind since you keep mentioning me for no reason. LOL.
All right,
dummy.
Hold on, BG.
Got him.
This is what we finna do right here, because I know Chris listening, I know J Dot listening. I'm gonna need both of y'all boys to pull up shortly. We about to end the podcast. Everybody else gonna be muted. We can get to the end of this. We can really solve this.
After dark.
Chris Righteous and J Dot pull up for the 1v1 After Dark exclusive, okay? And that's how we gonna do it.
Where's your man? Where's your man, Duck, BG?
This is the Jiggy Battle League, alright?
Okay. It's
goddamn donations up.
Bars are back, people. Listen, okay?
Okay.
Goddamn donations.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what happened to your man, Duck, BG?
I think that they got deported or something, right? He said it was
Come on, bro.
Ice Entertainment or some shit.
Aren't me and Dark on probation on being on this podcast?
Hey man, shout out to Chris Righteous for that banger threatening DM he sent to whoever. I like that type of energy.
J-Dot.
Yeah, J-Dot, you deserve it. Shout out to you.
We reading these super chats?
Yeah, finish super chats. Yeah.
All right, cool. Homemade media. It says Smoove is speaking facts. Devs just being lazy. We got Homemade Media again.
Not allowed to say that anymore, sir. Not allowed to say that anymore.
That's true. We got Homemade Media again. He says one gotta go. High res, frame rate, or ray tracing. I think we gotta get rid.
Ray tracing.
Get rid of ray tracing at that point.
Ray tracing, yeah.
Black Hawk the Blood Edge says RE4 remake looking hotter than the devil's cheeks. BG, you think this? You think at this point Capcom will remake RE5 and 6 to basically soft reboot the series to connect the story better?
Oh, I mean that would be a good reason to do it. I just feel like 5 and 6 are still too modern, even though 6 sucks. There's the games are still too modern. I don't think you should do that.
All right. Monk Larry says y'all got to talk about journalists nitpicking squeeze through sequences in God of War while not complaining about them in Plague's Tale Requiem. Yeah, we touched on that. Rufflemutt says gory Kratos is back. Now, one thing, a lot of these previews did say this game is way more gorier. You remember when I complained about the lack of gore in God of War 2018 and y'all jumped down my goddamn throat, man? But why would they? Why would,
it was a good time.
why would they point out the game is more gory if I didn't have
10 out of 10 would recommend, right, Tony?
if I didn't have an argument to begin with, why are they pointing out that it's more gory now? Oh, that's crazy. Anyway, let's see here. Blackout Y2K. It's a bad year when BG is capping for Nintendo games for Game of the Year. Facts.
These games are good.
Ralph. PC weirdos obsessed with salt, cope, and seed. Yes, sir. We got Homemade Media again. He says Bond is sus. You watching guys licking Steam decks? Yeah, he's weird, bro. Okay, I read that one from Roy. Homemade Media again. He says BG is gonna subscribe to the RE4 remake OnlyFans. He would if they had one. He definitely would. KD. It says I'm already starting to see the FUD brewing up with God of War Ragnarok. Critics claiming more of the same. Like that doesn't apply to Elden Ring too. And more of the same what? The first one defined the generation. That's true.
Fire.
DJ Smith, y'all should have invited Hardhead for the Bloober team slander. Shaking my head. He definitely a Bloober team. Jazzy Jefferson. They do. Jazzy Jefferson, shout out to all the fake annoying Silent Hill fans that never played the games. Clown emoji. Slitherhead needs more eyes on it instead. And that's made by the person that created Silent Hill.
Real quick, Jack. I gotta go get my wife's Uber Eats. They're outside. So you wrap up the podcast. I'll close it when I get back.
All right, bro. And finally, Homemade Media again. Shout out to Homemade Media, man. RE1 was only remastered. Silent Hill F means 5. Let me make sure it ain't no more before we get up out of here.
EG going the mod to sleep, y'all. Let's cut up. Let's get
Hold on. We got one more donation real quick. It says this is from Roy. It says, Jack, who do you got in this upcoming battle? Alex or Sosa? Hey, that's a deep cut right there. You tap in if you don't know what that means, man.
That was
and Roy gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Roy. Appreciate that, bro.
That boy Roy feeling generous. Yes, sir.
I'm saying though that you about to get that promotion. You know what's going on.
You think
that was a good one. That was a good one. So since I'm wrapping up the podcast, man, the host with the most, Whack Move. I think it's about time we get into these outros, all right?
Host with the most ass. Continue.
So you didn't think you think I was gonna be still talking when you said that, Tony? You see it, though, right? I know you see it. I know you
continue.
Respectfully, but since you're already talking, little nigga, why don't you give everybody the outro?
Hey man, Yokio, I'ma head out, man. You got this battle coming up with Alex. I'm gonna clean him up, but other than that, I'm chilling.
You give me a spit shine, right? Yeah.
Hey, pause. Hey, yo. No sir.
Come prepared, man.
Hey, man. Oh God, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, first of all, go brush your teeth. I heard that in your throat. Secondly, you do need to get out of here because that was horrible. So Sphincter 3080 Ti, do you have a outro, brother?
I'd like to say that if you're not tuning in After Dark, every week we seem to uncover a new mystery behind Gaming Addict. Turns out he lives in the caves that they mine Mountain Dew, yet he doesn't drink it. So tune in next week, or this week, I guess, to find out something else.
And we found out Bond sleep with a belt on, but no pants.
Oh, around his neck, too.
Yeah, he sleep with a belt around his neck, but no pants on. Shit's crazy. Kid Smoove, you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here, man. Check out the channel. I streamed Persona 5 the other day. Got some videos coming, but man, thank you guys for listening to the podcast, and make sure you guys show up to the channel because it's been quiet over there.
You saying your channel dead?
Damn near.
Don't let Tony hear that.
Hey, nigga said Silent Hill taking his place at Kids Move channel.
All right, where we at? What's going on?
Mario Rabbids, you there, brother? Bond, you there, bro? Bond not there. Well, I guess I'll do my outro.
I got you. Good week.
Go ahead, Bond, your outro.
Good week. Eagles up 10.
Thank you, bro. Hey, man, I ain't really got no. Oh, I know. Jiggy merch, tap in. Y'all already know. Jiggy ski mask move. Hey, they moving kind of quickly again. I don't know. Y'all tapped in right now. I ain't gonna hold y'all. So yeah, we out here. That's it.
Hey, I got a quick question. BG, did you read Iron Lord's open letter to the CMA?
You lying? Really Iron Lords? You're joking. They ain't make one.
I'm not lying, sir. You want me to link
it? One of their writers.
Well, how was it? Did it sound good?
It was pretty good.
Well, wait. Why would? No. Hold on. I'm confused. Let's back up. How? First of all, if the Iron Lords did write a letter, how would their letter impact this? Like, what would be the point of that?
Chat link. I put it in the chat.
Ain't no. Y'all are joking.
An open letter to the CMA. Wow. You reading that before you get out there, BG? Is this 37 pages too?
No, it's long though. It's nah, I'm not reading this. Hey, man. Listen, man, I have no words. Shout out to the Iron Lords, bro. I'm confused.
Yeah, they cool.
They the homies. I'm a little, and this is probably by one of their writers. This is one of their writers, Steve Perry, I guess. Hey man, shout out to him, bro. No hate on my part.
That's crazy.
Everybody else did their outro?
Yep. Hey, listen, BJ. Listen, I run a tight ship over here. Everything good, bro.
All right, man. Okay. And y'all know who I am. I think that should be my slogan. The joint I said earlier. What I said? I'm the old nigga that hate everything, but y'all love me. I think what y'all think? I should go with that one.
I like the one that Bond said, the panties drop when I get here. What did he say about you or something?
Uh-huh.
Or the party starts when I get here about being the gaming god or something.
Yeah.
I'm about to rewind.
I think I'm gonna stick with the old man who hates everything. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. All right. We out of here. We're going to After Dark. Hey, yo, Chris Righteous, pull up, my guy. Come give these niggas that smoke.
Don't say it like that ever again, brother.
You niggas get sexy after like 8 p.m., bro. I don't like it.
Thanks, bro.
You can only talk like that on the drill beat, BG. You got to cut that out, brother. That was crazy.
Then you got to repeat what you said.
You ain't say that? Never mind.
Told him to come for the smoke. Told him to come for the smoke.
We going to After Dark. We'll catch y'all next week if there's enough news.
Tyrek, tap in.
No. Right. Plenty of tried and plenty of failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro King got me, see that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Alba, I'm a black bond, Dame in a scope and all black panel, you can never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. For real. Oh wait, then Jack Move came in with the trophies, God in a lane of its own. Like how can you gamers approach me? Tell kids move to body you in Halo, then send your family an angel emoji. You should've known, dog, you ain't got enough Series X's. Blind got all the answers, no, you ain't gotta ask Siri questions. All the latest gaming news, gotta be here to check it. Since 2015 and beyond, I'm just here to respect it. When you at the top of your tier, it's a blessing. From the bottom, so no way we appear to be desperate. This for anybody doubting, I'm clearing a message. And if you ever had a problem, I'm here to correct. Plenty have failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know what it is, man. Weapon World Podcast, y'all know what we got in the building, man. We got BG. We got Kid Smoove, we got Jack Move, we got Black Bond, I mean. Blandrew, I mean, what you can't out strafe us, bro. Like, the strafe too strong.